past Moses.
Yeah, Luminosity already over in Europe to boot camp, I'm assuming, for DreamHack Cluj coming up next weekend. So they have massive pings going on. As well as, you know, we've been watching the saga unfold of WinterFox. They have the 2 members still in Europe, XP3 and Pit, both playing tonight. So 7 members now playing from Europe on a North American server in this match.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a high-ping slobber knocker tonight. It's going to be interesting to see. So we'll see how these teams fare off. You saw WinterFox actually take that knife round. So they're going to get the pick of the litter. They get to start on the CT side. Now, obviously with the ping difference not being too terribly much of a factor in this one, you do see Lex and Anger with 5 ping, which kind of counteracts that 120 that everybody else in the server except Flowsick has, but we're just going to get it right into the pistol round, and you can actually see a lot of aggression coming over here towards short B. Lex is going to trade one out, but he's going to fall, so it's a 2 for 1. And now XP3 is going to be looking for something over here, but Steel's actually going to goosh him from afar, so a lot of damage being dealt towards the CT side of WinterFox early in this round.
Yeah, they've also spotted Pit on the flank, so this pistol round isn't looking too likely. They swarm that defense so quickly and get in, and no kits on any of the WinterFox members. Pit's just going to have to come up with a play, and he can't do it. Steel shuts him down. Flowsick trying to enter into the bomb site. They're actually just shooting at smoke, but no one's there. This positioning by Luminosity is really, really nice, and they're just going to win this round on numbers and whittle down that retake.
Whittle it down indeed. So the first round going the way of Luminosity is they pick up that pistol, and I expect to see that SMG buy that we're used to seeing out of Luminosity in the second round. You can already see 2 MAC-10s, waiting to see what the rest of them decide to pick up. There's 3, a Scout, and a P90. So heavy on the SMGs here. Scout on the back of Lex, who was one of the only 2 players to pick up a frag in that last round. You can see head armor on Flowsick. The rest of them are going to follow suit nearly accordingly. XP3 is going to be hanging on to just the P250 to try to get the AWP as soon as possible, but there's some scout damage as Pit's going to take a little bit of damage there from Monster's side. But again, you know, playing with this large amount of ping, it feels like just a Euro match, but Anger's just going to push up here short B. He's going to get caught out. Steel's right there with the P90, takes him down, headshot, and that's going to be the man advantage already for Luminosity this round.
Yeah, and Anger's starting out 0-2. Lex also, he's at 1-1 right now, but these are the 2 players that we've seen recently in the small amount of success that WinterFox has had the past couple nights. You know, actually, outside of last night, 2 nights ago, they had some really good matches. It was based off Lex and Anger having really, really good matches, stepping up. Now look at this angle that Flow6 found. They're going to flash him, but doesn't blind him. He gets that first kill, and Fur's going to clean him up. The jumping MAC-10 comes into play, and that's going to cause Steel. He sees the rotations coming, or he hears them, so he's going to probe into this B bomb site, and it's pretty much open. So Luminosity is just going to fall right down these stairs, head back towards the B bomb site, where it's just Pit, 30 HP, playing far away with the Deagle.
And we'll see if Pit can do anything in this round. You can see XP3 starting to rotate on over. You might get there before they do, but there's some shots getting fired, and Pit's going to be able to find Steel, so that's that Scouter that's down and out. But now XP3, he actually chimes in and gets a nice little dink there onto, I believe that's Fur. Ends up paying with his life, and now it's going to be Lex with this Scout to try to make something happen in a 3v1. 2 of them are one-shottable, and now they're just going to force up onto him, and there's not really much he can do. He's just going to try to run for the hills.
Those are the only 3 bullets, excuse me, that Lex shot that entire round, so they invested into this Scout, but he didn't see any action whatsoever, so it was all on those pistols, and Luminosity just ran him over, so not able to get the Scout into action. That's going to be a second round for Luminosity. Still, a lot of SMGs. That's what we've been seeing out of Luminosity all season long, is they've been very, very heavy. Their anti-ecos are basically 4 or 5 SMGs at a time, and you can see it. 1 Scout, 4 MAC-10s here. They're just, they know the armor's all gone now, so they're just going to go very, very aggressive, spray those MAC-10s and get some bonus money.
Well, aggressive towards B is absolutely the right call here. There's nobody home from the CT side. You can see as WinterFox just pushing very aggressively through the short A corridor and long A respectively. So they're going to get around behind here, but Steel is going to put himself into a really good position if they do flank all the way around to long B. But they're coming all piling through that squeaky door. They're going to go for the short B retake. And you can see with just the pistols, they've got a lot of work ahead of them. And Fur is right behind that smoke, just spraying that MAC-10. Not really able to locate too terribly much damage, but his teammate's going to be there. Bolts actually almost dies to that nade that Fur threw, so a little miscommunication or mistiming there, but now they make the push, and now they clean up the frags. It's just going to be XP3 and Pit alive, still watching this flank, and he's going to be able to, well, he should be able to catch out XP3 over here, as he is just blind around the corner. Here comes a, well, I thought he was going to throw a fake smoke, but just goes for the peek, and they team up, take him down. Pit going to be there with 9 HP, but he's running for the hills again, and saving that P2000.
Yeah, really no buy going on. I mean, not even able to salvage a weapon. Even if they'd gotten the kills, there's nothing to salvage. It's just Mac 10s across the board. So, and even into this round, Luminosities, they're going to keep, I thought they were going to keep 2, but it looks like they're going to keep this 1 onto Cold. Fallen's even on that scout. So I would expect Cold to be the one who's going to be aggressive, probe somewhere on the map early on. You know, they can afford to lose that gun, and if he gets a kill, it's just a bonus. But he's going to be the one finding out where this defense is stacked.
And they're just going straight out towards the party side of things through Playground. Seeing where that scout decides to go, but Fur is actually taking a tremendous amount of damage down to 9 HP. It looks like he got caught in a Molotov. And that's not really the way that you want to start the round off. 81 HP chipped away from you on a unnecessary standoff in the Molotov, but he's going to recover and rejoin his teammates. They actually throw the scout over to him, so that's kind of a smart decision, considering that one bullet will take him down, but he might be able to get at least, 60 some odd damage out with that scout before perishing.
Flowsick, he peeks in the bathrooms, gets aggressive, but there it is. There's that Mac 10 kill. He immediately trades it out for an M4, so that's huge. That's a nice rifle find for Cold. Now WinterFox are at a severe disadvantage. They're forced to play passive. They're out of nades. They have one flashbang on Pit, but that's it. And the pressure is being put on, but there's Lex. He responds with 1 kill. Now we're going to see Seal get more aggressive over towards this B bomb site. Try and see if he can find a pick here, and he spots one out coming down the ramp, and he doesn't know there's 2 there still. So Luminosity's still locked outside of both bomb sites.
First coming up to join his teammates, but now they're making that push in, and Bolts gets right behind Optimus, finds Lex, takes him down, and knows that there's another one in the site as well. It's going to be XP3 to find one, but Fallen there for the trade. And it's going to be a 2-on-3 retake situation here for the CTs. You can see actually Pit coming on the big flank. And you've got Anger over here by the dumpster trying to make something happen while Pit comes around. But Fallen is going to be privy to it, takes him down. And now it's all going to be on Anger. He gets spotted, taken down as well. 4-0 now. Luminosity coming out swinging with this high ping.
Yeah, that presence by Steel over towards the B bomb site, it was huge. He just makes one little peek, he gets spotted out, shoots a couple of shots, but it buys so much time for on that rotation. So WinterFox, they can't get back over towards the A bomb site quick enough, and that's the thing. He doesn't have to commit to that fight. He doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be something where he gets a kill. He just straight up. He just makes his presence known, and that's all that was required. So Luminosity able to handle that perfectly, and now look at this mid-aggression. Pit's going to have a deagle, but he eats a grenade down to 18 HP. He's going to be forced back. All of a sudden, that aggression completely forced away.
Yeah, now they're going to turtle up here by bathrooms. You can actually see 2 of them, well, one of them playing an underpass, and there's going to be Steel trying to peek out. Pitt's still holding with this Desert Eagle. Even though he's only got 18 HP, he's going to get smoked off and have to work his way to a different position. But he does have XP3, also aggressive here in bathrooms. Desert Eagle in hand, and they're going to flash on in. Now he knows that there's going to be a player over there. Actually gets a shot off onto Cold, which is relatively helpful. 46 HP left for him, so trying to equalize that damage that was taken early in the round. And I don't know if you guys actually caught that or not, but Fur got knifed in the back by his teammate coming around through Terra's spawn, and now it's going to be on XP3 to try to lock this down. Pit goes down inside of bathrooms, and now Flowsick on a flank is going to be able to find one, but again, just nothing doing in this A bomb site. Fur just annihilates XP3, takes him down, and now the rotation is on once again. Flowsick trying to make something happen. Fallen taps him away. It's going to be down on the Lex, who did manage to pick up that AK, and he's trying to fall back and hang on to this for the next round, but really difficult as there is a lot of time left before that bomb ticks, and you can kind of see Fur going on a little bit of a slow hunt here. They don't want to give anything up early in this matchup. So again, it's going to be 5-0 for Luminosity. They've come out swinging here on T-side and making real quick work of WinterFox. Nice job from them. And again, these executions that they have are very, very nice as they take over full map control. And now they're just cleaning things out. And ooh, Lex. Right underneath of that ladder, Fur passes him by, so he's not going to be around to do anything. Fallen's not going to check it either, nor is Bolt. Well, Bolts was around the corner, but he doesn't go down the ladder. But 5-0 now for Luminosity, and they're off to a great start.
Exactly. Look at the money that's built up. Fallen's got 13,000. The rest of them, I mean, 2 of them hovering around 8 grand. That's just so much money. This is where WinterFox needs to kind of stop this roll that Luminosity is on. XP3's got the AWP. What they haven't done is they haven't won any early battles. They haven't been able to alleviate any pressure early on, give themselves an advantage moving forward. That's what this op can do here. In bathroom, found a clever angle over towards party. Now, this is pretty common, so chances are Luminosity has a plan to prevent any damage from this kind of a play. But if you can find one of these kills and survive to fall back into the site, and he's not, he's just going to start falling back now. So they're getting a little bit more passive very early on in the round.
And that's one of the things that, ooh, actually, never mind. There's a nice shot there from from XP3 on the Fur. I was going to say, this is kind of because of all the aggression the Luminosity has shown early on in this matchup, that just forces WinterFox to play so passively and wait for him to come to them, wait for the executions to come out, and it's just very difficult for them to hold back that push.
Yeah, that's a good find, though. Now, look, XP3 can remain aggressive out towards long. Lex is still pushed up towards bathrooms. The only issue here is he's kind of all alone. XP3's got to make a decision whether he wants to support Lex or look towards long. Right now, he's abandoned Lex, and Lex getting too aggressive gets dropped, so that advantage is given up for free. 4-on-4 now, and Steel still waiting outside of Monster over towards the B bomb site. His teammates look like they want to come down these stairs and join up with them, so the defense is split once again, 2-and-2 setup.
And I don't know if you noticed or not, but actually Steel had a MAC-10 and he got that frag, or pardon me, Bolts had a MAC-10 into this round and got that frag and he got an M4 out of it again. So a lot of money being exchanged on that one. But Anger coming up from the ramp is going to be able to find 1 and 2, looking for more, can't get it. Cold's going to shut down that push, but they don't account for Pitt in the back lines. He's going to find 1 as well as Flowsick. And finally, WinterFox is on the board.
Really, really nice setup from Pitt and Anger, both playing over towards Monster. No one in the site, so when the smokes and the Molotovs came in from Luminosity on that execute, though they didn't have any kind of impact whatsoever. Those two were completely free to do what they wanted. Anger with a couple nice shots just stalls him out, and when he eventually does fall, Pitt's there to pick up the slack. So nice defense from them to avoid that kind of an execution. They get their first round. Now they just have to keep building on that before getting reset.
And this is really the kind of matchup that you expect to see Lex, Anger, and Flowsick stepping up big time on, but they're just going to push through this Molotov. They got the flashbang out. They're just going to push unrelentingly. Pitt's going to be over here by barrels, but Fallen's going to pick up the double and trades it out. And finally, Lex with the nade long range is going to find that touchdown. Lex in the pit. He's going to peek out, and Steel catches him, takes his head off, but there's another trade. Flowsick comes in with 1 more from heaven. It's down to a 2 versus 2. A little bit slow on the rotation. XP3 coming in, pop flash around the corner. Doesn't hit the shot, though, just barely misses the side of Fur, and now they're just trying to hold things back, but Flowsick already down in the pit. Might be able to sneak up on one that's in the sight. He does just that. Fur down and out, and now it's going to be Steel with 20 HP. 1 versus 2, and there it is. Flowsick. Big round for him to step up in. 3 big kills for him, and like you said, that economy on the terrorist side, it's still strong. $12,000 for Fallen, so he's going to be able to drop at least 2, and it will be another full gun round.
Right, but they're forcing a lot of rebuys out of WinterFox, so they're going to keep this low. And actually, WinterFox, they spent a lot of money into this round. They go for a double op setup. XP3 kept his from the previous round, but it's Pitt who buys one up. So now their economy is very low, so they're still on the verge of being broken immediately upon losing 1 single round, and that's the good news for Luminosity. There with that B-rush, they took so much damage coming through that Molotov. It was easy cleanup once the rotations did come in. Like you said, they were a little slow, but it was very fast retake afterwards.
Good support from teammates as well as good use of the utility on the WinterFox side, but now we're going to be into another gun round. 5 AKs versus that double up setup that Moses was talking about, and this is interesting because Pitt's going to be playing over here. Well, he was by Monster, trying to peek down that long corridor and find that AWP frag, but nothing doing just yet into this round, and now he's going to, well, he's going to take another look at it. Let's see here, Steel gets smoked off there from Monster's side, and the bomb actually working through bathrooms up here towards long, so this might be a chance for XP3 to find something, but misses the shot. Not going to be able to line anything up, and actually kind of flubs the flashbang afterwards, so he's not going to really have a whole lot of intel to go with, except that maybe there's one over there by the long A hallway.
And not a lot of pressure put on by Luminosity. They're making their presence known. They have 3 smokes still, and they're keeping 2 Molotovs as well for executions. And actually 4 members now grouping up over towards bathroom. This looks like it's going to be a wall of smokes into this A site, so XP3's op. If he doesn't find a kill soon, he might just get locked out until those smokes clear. But still, no committal quite yet. Now he's peeking out towards long. There's a good nade, does a little bit of damage, down to 65, and that forces XP3 to relocate to Monster, where he's got a teammate with him, so they're stuck together, and there's the wall of smokes.
Molotov comes in over top of the box, and Lex is going to be able to find first blood, but he falls immediately afterwards. Cold picking up a quick double, and now it's going to be XP3. He does have the off. Oh, nice shot. Finds the second one, looking for a third, and he gets it. He just single-handedly shuts that down with only 4 HP. And he cleans it up.
Yeah, what a round from XP3.
That was huge.
Comes up big. So he saves that. That no-scope was on the planner, so even if he doesn't get any more kills after that, the round's basically over. All they have to do is survive. The timer was run so low by Luminosity, and WinterFox, these last 3 rounds, they've really set up and mounted a good defense here. Finally, with that win, they can start building a little bit of money. It's still a little bit strenuous, but this is a good start for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're right on the verge of resetting that money bonus here on the LG side, and That would be a beautiful thing. If they're able to pick off this round, they could get back to a 5-5 scoreline before all said and done. And look at that, Lex jumping over the top, is able to spot 2 players over there, and he's going to just annihilate Fur through the plank. Great awareness from Lex.
Yeah, bad start for Luminosity as well. There's still a couple more in there. Lex is still being a little bit frisky with that jump, a little bit dangerous of a situation. Don't want to get spammed back and give that up. Now he's completely blinded. All 4 members of Luminosity are at this B bomb site. They're doing it looks like they want to do a little bit of a boost, and they are over these sandbags, but Pitt, he's not going to get caught unawares. He takes one out. There's Fallen responding over towards Monster. They still have Lex to deal with, though, and he's wreaking havoc. Still in the pit, still in the presence. Nice shot on the Fallen, and another one on the steal. He cleans it up. 4 kills for Lex in the round. That's beautifully done.
Yeah, big individual plays so far from the WinterFox side is what's getting them back into this one. Lex with a 4K that round. It was the round before with XP3 and the one before that with Flow6. So big individual plays coming from the guys with the low ping, which is exactly what you said previously needed to happen. Obviously, Pitt and XP3 playing with 120-plus ping, going for the AWPs. XP3 being the team upper, but Pitt, you know, when you play with that kind of ping, I mean, I've played some CS on some European servers, and it's very hard to hit those rifle shots. So sometimes I just switch over to the because it seems like it's a whole hell of a lot easier to get kills with it. But again, nice job from the individual plays, and there's the save from LG's side.
Yeah, finally they've been run out of money. 4 straight wins for WinterFox. Now they're going to be pretty much fast-paced, coming up these stairs over towards Bathroom. No kills coming out yet. Flow6 taking heavy damage. They're going to try and slow this down with some Molotovs, and XP3 completely blind. But Flow6 is caught forward, but Anger, he saves the day. He comes up, he grabs 2 kills. He's going to get a 3rd one with this pistol. Nicely done. XP3 does fall, but Anger's still wreaking havoc. That's 4 on the round.
Yeah, and again, just to chime in with the individual plays thing, I mean, 4 more frags for a 3rd player in 3 rounds. It's nuts, you know. Obviously, XP3 stopping the push in A with the 4K, Lex over at B with the 4K, and now it's Anger with the 4K. So stepping up when they need to individually, but it's just a matter of getting everybody on the same page here.
Well, and what's the response now from Luminosity? Because they've seen this double op set up for a number of rounds. Now they can come into this one. They have a really, really solid buy going into it, and they've got to come up with something to neutralize it. They haven't been able to make too much progress in terms of map control. Even when they spread out and they do take control, it's very, very slow. And there's a good start. Fallen takes out Pitt, who peeks over towards Monster. 5 on 4 now for Luminosity. They don't need to budget edge for right now. They can wait for any kind of information gathering play to come out, but no one from WinterFox is going to oblige them quite yet.
You can actually see Flowsick. He fell off of the bathroom side back into the A bomb site just to turtle up a little bit with his teammate XP3, who was watching down through the long hallway just for any kind of pressure coming in that avenue. But nothing's going to be coming just yet. Like you said, they're playing very, very slow here with the bomb all the way over back by the fountain party side. Fallen here on Catwalk. He's going to get caught out. Lex is going to be able to find that nice headshot with that and even things back up onto a 4v4.
Now you can just see they can play a little bit more passively. 40 seconds left on the timer, and this is reminiscent of the round just a few times ago where they ran the clock down so low before executing. Still walking down these stairs with the bomb as bolts, not making a noise quite yet, but they're going to have a 4-on-2 at this B bomb site. We've seen this play out a number of times, and both Anger and Lex are playing inside the bomb site. Anger's out towards Monster on the other side against the wall, and he's going to find one. He swings out, gets that kill on a steal, so that should be the indication. Now he spots 3 coming up. Catwalk by the sandbags, and Lex is just going to mow him down, so it's just bolts that's left.
Switching over to the CZ, can't get it done. Anger's going to fall to bolts, but Lex is there, and another 4K coming out. 4 rounds in a row we've had 4-kill rounds for WinterFox. That's nuts. 2 of them being Lex.
Right, and Luminosities, they're playing so spread out right now in slow pace in these mid-rounds that they're not able to capitalize on anything. Once they get that first kill, they're content to sit back and see what happens, but WinterFox isn't giving them anything. So they need to maintain their aggression throughout these rounds, keep up the pressure on the bomb site, see if they can get some more kills, because WinterFox with these ops, they've been able to sit back and just relax.
That's actually kind of funny right there. Pitt jumping out onto his teammate's head and took 10 damage off of that. But now it looks like it's going to be a very quick strat towards the B-bomb site. And Pitt's got to be careful because they're already coming out from Monster side. The flashbangs rain out, but he's stuck behind barrels. He's got 3 players over there that don't really have an arsenal of nades to throw out to flush him out. But Cold's going to be able to find that. Bolts and Fallen also chiming in, but Floatic on a fast flank's going to take 2 with him and doesn't actually take too much damage in the meantime. Now it's going to be XP3 with this AWP from the CT spawn trying to rain down death from above. But there it is. Floatic peeks out again, going to find one more. Now it's going to be down to a 1 versus 2 with XP3's off. Molly's off short B, so that's going to be a little bit of a separation for these final 2 players. Picks up the M4, going to be able to spot one out by the pole. He's going to swing out and actually finds that frag, but he's not ready for the other player to be there, though he gives his position away. Peeks out wide, and Steele is going to be able to take him down. So 6-6, still tied up. As Luminosity pick up another quick execution towards B.
Nice mobility by Steel. XP3 did not expect him to be there whatsoever. He throws that smoke and he's looking over towards Catwalk and just gets caught off guard, and he's forced into that fight just by the positioning, knowing he can't make it inside the smoke and defuse that first, killing his opponent. So really well done in the 2-on-1. Change your spot once XP3 knows you're at sandbags, and that gives Luminosity another round, their first and 6.
Now let's see if they can run the gambit back on this one, obviously giving up 6 rounds in a row, so they got a little bit of money to work with, but XP3 fully flashed, gets caught by Bolts playing very aggressive over there, and there's another flashbang. Flowsick's going to go down as well, and Bolts picks up 2 early in the round.
That's huge. Those are really, really nicely timed flashbangs to get him 2 kills, and now WinterFox, they're reeling at the moment. They have to get this defense rotated over, and Luminosity, they're applying the pressure. Lex gets spotted out at the truck, and he gets dropped by Bolts. Now Anger comes in with the rotation, grabs a nice shot, but he's got so much more work to do, and he does it initially. 3 kills for Anger. He's brought this right back into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, and intelligently, he actually drops his M4 for Lex's fallen one. Pitt finishes things off, so somehow that round doesn't go LG's way, and WinterFox steal that one away, but that was a really nice play from Anger. I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but he ran down all of his bullets in his M4 and just swapped it immediately rather than going for the reload so he could keep the pressure on and keep him out of the sight. So really good job there from Anger, and another 3K on the round for him.
Anger, I mean, that's a round that should not be won by WinterFox. That was a 2-on-5. And Anger with 3 straight makes it easy for Pitt to just change the angle, come around the other side of those boxes, and Luminosity not expecting it whatsoever. They got those 2 kills initially and wanted to maintain the aggression. The rotations just beat him there. It's a really, really unfortunate round for Luminosity. Nice round from Anger, and he just keeps it up. 1 more kill into this one, and this B hit is basically being stalled out, although Steel finally does kill Anger. The bomb is down. There's Lex with a grenade. B defense has been on lock this whole half.
Yeah, it's been very, very stalwart over here, and Lex again chimes in with that nade kill. It's only Fur and Cold, but it is an eco round. They did buy actually armor on this one, but that's going to be Pitt over here in sight to try to find something, but he's going to just fall down into the water pit and try to look for some other angle. The bomb is actually down over here by the monster's side of the ramp. Another smoke over there onto short B. Fur is going to get separated again temporarily from his teammate who's down there in the pit. That's going to be Cold, trying to make something happen with that salvaged M4. But now XP3 comes around, lines it up, takes him down, and now it's all on Fur.
Yeah, small opportunity there for Cold to make a play, but unfortunately the op just too powerful. And now it's just up to Fur to kind of run in, maybe get 1 more kill before falling, but this is good positioning from Pitt to watch this. That's going to be a hard angle to win the duel from, except Pitt's actually going to push into it, and there's an opportunity for Fur to win this, and he is. Now he has time to reload. He can fall back, try and do a little bit more damage, but Lex is getting aggressive over towards short, and he falls with 2 HP.
Yeah, nice effort from Fur, trying to make it at least expensive in the long run, but unfortunately he falls a little bit short. But again, that money on the CT side is not good after trading out those last couple of rounds, so they're kind of reeling right now. If this is it's a double save now from the Luminosity side, but they do pick up the armor, and if they put the pressure on again, they might force, more FAMASs to be rebought by WinterFox.
Well, this is the last round, so...
Or that.
Yep, so that's not going to matter too much moving forward.
Rip math.
But either way, very patient setup from Luminosity. They don't have those rifles to deal with. Bolts gets caught out. Flowsick and XP3, nice long stack. All of a sudden turn this into a 5-on-3, so they've recovered into this so nicely. They go down 0-5, and then they win out, basically. I mean, only 1 more round going Luminosity, but they've recovered very, very well. Luminosity's had no answer to this defense after the first 5 rounds.
And it's crazy to think of how strong their first 5 rounds actually were, and then it kind of crumbled the way that it did. Fallen's going to take a peek here, and it's going to be Flowsick to lock down 1, and almost the second one as well as Steel. Going to get in there, but it's going to be Lex to finally finish him off, and XP3 to take down Cold. So it is going to be a 9-6 halftime score. We're going to go into the second half, a 3-round lead for WinterFox.
Yeah, that's really, really nicely done. A good comeback. But they've got to keep it up now. On their T-sides, too, at times, they've seemed to have struggled. We have to remember, this is also a CT-sided map, so that's expected to happen for WinterFox, is to have this kind of a lead moving forward, despite how rough it looked in those first 5 rounds. So now it's going to be Luminosity on that CT side. They're going to have a little bit more flexibility, a little bit of an easier time. It's going to come down to... who's going to win those early aggression battles? Because we saw Luminosity just got stalled out on their T-side at times. They didn't really have a lot of decisiveness when they were attacking bomb sites or gaining map control. So WinterFox is going to have to up that, and that's something that they've struggled with throughout the season.
So moving on forward into the second half pistol round, and if LG can manage to win this pistol round, that would be absolutely huge for them, getting that early momentum going forward into the second half. I mean, they did win the T-side pistol, and it looked relatively easy for them as well, so we'll see what kind of strategy WinterFox pulls out of the hat right here. It looks like they're just going to be going for a little bit of a split over here by A, with a couple of them going down through Subway. But again, a lot of CS left to be played up in this matchup, and with it being this close, it could, you know, potentially be a very, very close finale to this map.
Luminosity playing very far back with these pistols, but it's going to be XP3 with that first kill. Fallen barely does any damage to him, but still, Cold's going to come back over towards Long. He gets one kill, can't grab a second one. Although Steel does even things up a little bit, but he's been brought down towards 1 HP, and now he's the last one left. Lex is doing some damage. 2 kills on the round, and this pistol round is going to be impossible for Steel to win.
I don't know if he hits a nice couple of one-taps here, but he is getting flanked out from the bank side, so we'll probably go down here very, very shortly. Oh, never mind, that was actually Anger up top next to him. But Lex finishes him off with a headshot from the USP, and it's almost just a mirror image of the first half.
Well, the big thing, too, is the North American players on WinterFox, the ones with, you know, the only players on the server with lower ping have really come alive at certain points during this matchup, and that's kind of what's prompted that comeback. And we see Lex has all of a sudden catapulted himself to 18 kills, Anger's at 13, Flow6 at 12, so they're leading the way for WinterFox. And that's what they absolutely need, is these North American guys, while they're struggling with some of these ping issues, to be the ones that are stepping up and finding the kills.
And so far, so good for him. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more towards the B bomb site this time. As you can see, 3 players filtering over towards short B. There's a lot of spam being thrown through their pit, actually, with the UMP. Lex walking up here. He might be able to find one, and he does. Cold's going to be down and out early in this round. And that's a great advantage here for the terrorist side moving on forward. Still just popping a shot there with the Mag 7. Not able to connect anything. But he does gather a little bit of information, and a lot of noise being made over here towards the B bomb site. And there it is. Lex going to open things up, or pardon me, Anger going to open things up and kind of drop the defenses over here at the B-bomb site. Now it's going to be on the pit to try to make something happen. And he does find one, but Fallen trades it out, and he falls immediately afterwards. So it's all down to Fur, CZ in hand, and Anger just annihilates him. So it's kind of funny, actually. None of the SMGs actually got any kills that round, except, well, Pit got one, but XP3 kind of nullified and didn't really do much.
Well, WinterFox didn't actually hit the bomb site, so it wasn't really any situation where the SMG needed to be used. They had so much pressure on that site, just, you know, firing at the angles, making small peaks and everything like that, trying to pick some players up, but they played it very passive, very far back, even though they were committed to the B site. And they let Luminosity, once they got that first kill, they could just let Luminosity feel the pressure, feel a little bit antsy, and go for some peaks and just pile onto some more kills that way.
So a pretty solid anti-eco round there. They survive with 4 players alive. XP3's not going to update his MP7 at all, so he's going to be waiting for that AWP once again for this next half, and it's going to be a little bit more of a stack towards the B-bomb site here. You can see Cold actually finding a gap in this smoke, looking for anything over in that direction, and lucky for him, Flow6 not able to line up that spray, but look at this XP3. He does check the angle, and he does get the kill, so good awareness from XP3 to open things up, and now it's going to be 2 players playing over here by Optimus. They are getting burned out a little bit, so they're going to have to adjust their position, and it's going to be Anger to find 2, looking for the 3rd over there by Dumpster. Can't find it just yet. And now it's going to be him just chasing down Bolts, takes him down as Lex takes down Steel, and 12-6 now. We go into our first gun round.
This is going to be huge for Luminosity. They've largely, they've only won 1 round in the past 13. I mean, that's the thing. They've barely been winning rounds. They have nothing to be happy about right now. So they've got to come up with some huge plays here. It's going to be a lot on Fallen with this AWP. Find some early picks. Give them a good advantage because they only have 1 kit on Cold. They don't have any Molotovs whatsoever. Fallen's got no utility, so they're going to need some kind of advantage in this round.
You can see Cold actually getting aggressive in bathrooms alongside Fur. They're just going to fall back and watch for that party angle to push through that smoke, and nothing's doing just yet. But again, it's going to be XP3 on this AK. He doesn't have the AWP just yet on the terrorist side, and you actually saw it fall, and I don't think he had an AWP the entire first half. He just stuck to an AK.
Fallen's already been forced back, takes a little bit of damage. He's just going to grab an angle. No one's really even close to picking him quite yet, although he does have a couple members that choose to go into the bathrooms instead of poking out towards long. There's the jump. Fallen can't swing fast enough, can't find the flick shot. So he's forced into a little bit more of a passive peek over towards bathroom where it's stacked up. Fur's got an angle and Cold's, they're playing a bait and switch angle, so Fur makes the appearance right now and Cold's ready to go if anyone keeps moving on him. But WinterFox does not look convinced that they want to hit into this A bomb site.
And again, it looks like Bolt's actually playing close on that CT rotation. You can see a little bit of harassment going on over towards that B-bomb site in the form of Lex just dropping some spam down and some nades. But there it is. Fallen opens up. Anger's going to be able to be the first one that goes down. And look at how close Fur and Cold are to this push. And there it is. They take the peek and they combine for 2. Now it's going to be Lex to come under fire from both of them. And that's just a perfectly timed push coming out from Luminosity. Great timing on that. And that's just out of Flowsick, who drops the bolts. Great defense from Luminosity.
Yeah, so far it was such a long strategy to kind of turn into an execute for WinterFox. They didn't make any aggression whatsoever. So Fur and Cold just kind of get that feeling. They're saying, all right, let's just push, get aggressive. We're either going to find people or we're going to know it's a B hit, and we'll have a fast flank down the stairs once the execute comes into play. And they just mow everyone down. They also upgrade those FAMASs to AK-47, so that round for Luminosity couldn't have gone any better whatsoever.
Yeah, I believe they only actually had one rebuy, and like you said, Fallen took a little bit of damage at the beginning of the round, but it was null and void by the end because he was able to get a pick as well. So it's going to be another gun round here from WinterFox, and we're going to see another little slow strategy coming out. Looks like they're favoring over there towards that long haul, and you can see Fur is just right behind the wall. Cold is going to be there to support, but Cold's going to come under fire here very, very soon. Pop flash around the corner, and he's not able to line it up. Fur is going to go to battle as well, but he's going to lose that fight to Flowsick, as you do see Fallen picking off Lex, but that's all the way over at that B-bomb site. Now that push is coming very quickly to the A-bomb site, and Pitt just hits a ripper on the bolts, drops him, so now they've got site control, and this should be easy cleanup from WinterFox, unless something crazy happens from the Luminosity side.
Pitt so quickly got into that position over at the truck, and he's actually going to be able to manage Steel jumping through the smoke, trying to find that kill. It's on Fallen, and he's got to try and get away with this AWP. He doesn't have a shot at retaking into this site, so he's got to find his way back. He's got a Molotov to use. Yeah, and he's got a Molotov to kind of help cover himself, but he's got to get away pretty quickly, because you're right, Pitt is chasing him, and he knows exactly where he is, and he just executes him. Turns the corner in a straight headshot. So nice round from WinterFox.
They don't bother to pick up the AWP either, so they are sticking to a full rifle setup here on the terrorist side, but trading that round out is going to reset the money again here for the CTs of Luminosity, and they're going to be on pistols, so an opportunity has arisen for WinterFox to extend their lead once more to 7 rounds before another buy round comes in from Luminosity, and you can see with as low as their money is, it's going to be a force up the next round as well.
Yeah, at least for some of the players. Bolt's at 1,400, Fallen at 1,800. They're not going to be a very solid buy, but look at how aggressive they're being downstairs. So they have this position. They'll be able to come out the door if they choose to, but Lex is just going to erase Steel off the map. So there's a good start. No aggression quite yet, because Flowsick has spotted them out, and Pitt and him are just spamming. Pitt just spams, gets 2 kills through the wall, through the door. Finds 2 of them, so that just gets eliminated. No more aggression out of the stairs. Fur's still there, but he's scared to move because all of his teammates just got murdered without seeing anyone.
Yeah, I don't know if Flowsick is going to be able to spot this angle. He doesn't. And there's the Juan Deagle. Fur finds one, looking for another one over here, but he's just going to go for that AK. Stays on the Deagle, but Pitt finishes him off. And that's a huge round right there for WinterFox. I mean, they only had 1 fatality on their side, so the buy is going to be strong once again. Is $8,100 on Flowsick, so he's going to get whatever the hell he wants. And now you see that AWP coming back into play, but it's going to be 3 FAMASs to support that off. And Luminosity, they're on the back foot right now, 14-7. Tie point already initiated here from WinterFox, and they're looking up to go match point very, very shortly.
An aggression from Cold. He looks like he wanted to push up. He's just going to smoke things off. They're going to stay passive into the bathroom. So this is a round that WinterFox could slow play things, because the economy's so low. There's not a lot of utility. There's only 2 smokes left on the Luminosity side. Both of them are over at the B bomb site. But if they can take their time and pressure and force some of these flashbangs out, that's going to make a hit later on in the round much easier. But they're just going to barrel their way through. Monster delayed. Steel's going to drop a smoke. He's going to try and hide in the pit. They're playing a little bit of a half retake. They've got to buy time for the rotations.
And with him being blind, he doesn't see Lex jump up over top of that smoke, and he goes down immediately afterwards. So that hit is already on, and it's just on to Bolts to try to hang on for dear life. He is extremely low. That Molotov, luckily for the CT side of Luminosity, fizzles in the smoke, but it's still going to be a 3-on-2 retake, or a 3-on-5 retake, and Pitt just annihilates Fur, takes him down as well, and now they're trying to hightail it out of there. You can see Fallen trying to fall back with that up. His teammate is stuck in this corner. It's going to be Cold. Let's see if they check it, and they do, and that's going to be Lex to finish off another one. 3 kills on the round for Lex, and now they're going to go on the prowl for Fallen, and he's got to be careful because Flowsick is probably going to catch him here. He's going to hear him running, and there's the peek, and there's the kill. 15-7 now, WinterFox on match point. And this is kind of what we expected to see happen, what with the ping difference and all, but I didn't think it was going to be this much of a difference.
Yeah, this is really nice out of WinterFox so far. Lex has just been a beast once again. We've been saying it in a couple matches recently. He's at 25 and 12 right now. Really nice entry frag, just coming over the smoke, fearless as that flashbang explodes. You're exactly right. It blinds that pit defender, and that's the most crucial point of the B bomb site. If you're going to play that retake strategy, you have to hold that water pit, and Lex just takes that out immediately. So that gives them a huge advantage. They prevent the retake completely, and because the retake just got annihilated quickly, Flowsick was able to get an early push out towards A long to prevent any kind of a save on that op. So now look at this buy. 2 shotguns, 3 upgraded pistols. This is so weak out of Luminosity.
Yeah, and again, to try to touch on what you said before, they've won 1 round out of the last 16. Or 2 rounds out of the last 16, so... math is hard tonight.
You're really struggling with it.
2 out of 17. There it is! Got it. Took a second. It took a second. So, 2 out of the last 17 rounds, Luminosity has won. 1 on the T side. They've only gotten 1 on the CT side so far, and WinterFox has just run the gambit in this comeback, and is just punishing them every avenue of this map right now. And you can see the aggression on long A right now. They've only got 1 player over there. That's going to be Cold to try to hold it from that off angle. So, really, really tough spot for him to be in, because that's a pretty common spot to check. And you can see they're actually just going to throw that smoke, and there's a gap in that for Cold to peek through, should he decide to peek out.
Oh, well, Fur's got a pop flash for him right now, and I believe he just threw it, so Cold's going to try and run through, but it doesn't blind anyone. Anger just drops him with a nicely placed shot, and that's going to prompt aggression out towards the B bomb site. It's the only option they have left, but they're going to run right into the bomb. Who's watching the flank? That's Pitt, and he's got an easy kill on one member. Lex takes out the other, so now the B bomb site's completely clear. This is just collapse. Following with the shotgun, let's get that first kill. Can't get the second one. Cannot recover that shotgun in time. The recoil is just too much. And Fur's all alone. He's going to pick up an AK-47, but he's got no kit. He's got to find and kill 4 members of WinterFox and then defuse the bomb, all within 20 seconds.
And good luck, Fur, because you're just getting spammed up and annihilated, and Flowsick finishes him off. Fur down and out. 16-7 is going to be the final score of this one, and that was pretty much a wash right there. So not a whole lot that Luminosity can do with that ping difference that they were playing with, but again, you know, we saw some life out of them early in that first half. It's just a shame that it kind of burnt out really quickly. Yeah,
the first 5 rounds were really solid, and then just after that, you're exactly right. It was just kind of like a switch got flipped in their T side. They got stalled out a couple times in the mid round. Once WinterFox got some money in the bank, they were able to slow the pace down, and they had the weapons to fight back. And yeah, they just went on a huge tear. And like you mentioned, it was like 2 rounds out of the last 16 were won by Luminosity. So WinterFox just flips a switch, and they close the match out very quickly. And I believe they're actually playing WinterFox that is actually playing in a doubleheader. So we're going to see them up next against 3sup. That's going to be on Mirage.
And that's interesting because 3sup, they've been playing with their current new starting 5. They have been playing very, very well lately. You saw, obviously, this past weekend, Mo was at Philadelphia up in Philly, so they had to play with one of their backups, but they still were able to split their matches, so not too terrible of an effect moving forward into this week. But again, it's going to be their full lineup, so I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to see if Mo can continue to dominate, because he has been absolutely monstrous in the last couple of matches that we've seen, so definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be cool, and that'll be coming up right after the break, and that should be very, very shortly. The next match is scheduled for about 10 minutes from now, so when the players start joining the server, we'll come back and we'll get that one started for you guys.
Upper in his own right. Mo going to be their primary. Aria's rifles have been pretty solid, but it seems like they do favor that double-up setup with those 2 players on the team, and that can kind of be a, you know, kind of a surprise thing to throw out a couple of rounds on the CT side, as well as could be a little bit of a hindrance too.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the issue. Are they going to be able to afford a double op setup repeatedly? Are they going to make enough money? We saw as well just on Overpass against Luminosity, WinterFox, they couldn't have any success without a decent economy. They didn't even get around until the 5th round, and then once they started building up that bank, they just won out from there. And that's the big thing. You have to be able to stabilize that economy. You have to be able to afford everything you want, and not only the ops, but it's also the smokes, the Molotovs onto these choke points. It's all huge, and it comes down to a lot on that really, really impactful CT economy.
All right, so again, we're going to be seeing WinterFox start on the CT side. Dualies in the hands of Pitt. 2 guns are better than 1. We'll see whether or not he can get any tender picks with those, but it's going to be 2 raid boss buys here for the 3sup side. You can see Tech-9 armor on both Abe and Professor Chaos, and it looks like it's just going to be a standard old brawl in the A bomb site for the first round, and Pitt playing behind this smoke. This is going to be scary. And he picks up 2, so there it is. The Tinder headshots come out. Arya is going to pick up the dualies and see if he can't push through the smoke and find something, but he's going to get nothing. Lex is right behind that and shuts that down. It's going to be on Jason R. all in a matter of seconds, and Lex picks up the 3K and the pistol round, and he continues on where he left off in the last matchup, which is massive if WinterFox want to be able to take this in a strong CT side.
Right, and it's all Pitt just getting those first 2 kills of those dualies, just sitting behind that smoke, just sprays one down. He gets a lucky headshot through the smoke on a player he couldn't even see, just started spamming. But those 2 kills were huge. It stalls out that attack. It means when they couldn't even take the bomb site, because the plan was to have players get aggressive and jump over the stairs in the smoke and push towards connector, and they were forced into some awkward plays because they were at such a man disadvantage. Now there's no investment into this round from 3-step. They upgrade some pistols, and Lex gets dinked back, so he's got to play a little bit more passively with this M4, but there's no armor on the 3-step side.
They are going to be able to get at least site control onto the A-bomb site. It's going to be Pitt to shut one down. That Deagle rains out from the balcony and finds Pitt. The mission has been accomplished. They've gotten the bomb planted. And with hardly any investment into this round, that's massive going into the 3rd round. They're going to have a pretty healthy buy here.
Yeah, yes, and I would fully expect them to buy it. The only reason they wouldn't is if they want to have that AWP for Mo in the 4th round. That's the only thing they can't afford at the moment. So there's no reason not to, though, because they invested they invested in nothing. You're right, it was just smoke, so there was no armor, so we are going to see the buy-up. Mo grabs the AK-47, 2 Galils on the board so far, but this is going to be a pretty healthy buy, and it's going to be off to what's Pitt going to be able to afford. They have 2 FAMASes over there, and they're not going to keep the SMGs, they're going to upgrade. So they want to stabilize, and they want to win right now, and they want to crush the economy of 3-step early on in this half.
And kind of the big thing about that, too, the reason that there's 2 Galils is that they didn't actually get the bomb plant in the pistol round, so getting that plant in that 2nd round was massive for them. And you can actually see Pitt's going to be playing relatively aggressive up on top of the balcony, just waiting for anybody to poke their head through that smoke in A halls. It's not going to happen just yet. You do see a smoke coming around the corner. That's going to land right there. And actually the push comes out. They don't spot Pitt. He's just going to bide his time and stand up here. He knows that one already dropped out. That's going to be Jason R. But since they didn't clear here, they probably aren't going to check it. He's just going to sit underneath of the balcony now.
Oh, they check it. Yeah, they check it late, though. Arya, that's got to make Pitt angry that all of his teammates walked by, but Arya was the one to do it. Now, one member lurking in mid, he gets spotted out, but Lex gets crushed in connector.
Too. Yeah, XP3's already in apartments behind him.
Yeah, it's a big flank coming in, but it's not even going to matter right now at the moment until he finally peeks out, grabs Jason R. His 2 teammates bought him some time on it, and they've brought this from a 3-on-5 into a 3-on-2.
Yeah, and that's a huge exchange right there. And Professor Chaos on only 7 HP. There's not a whole lot that the terrorist side can do here unless Professor Chaos can actually get some really sick headshots, but he's going to get smoked off over there by the stairs side. Only peek really available to him is to peek up the stairs and try to look for XP3 over there in the palace, but he's not even going to really have the opportunity to do that. He does take a quick shoulder peek. He's not going to find anything, so he falls back, and still Flowstick over here by Firebox is being a nuisance. And he's going to go ahead and find him. Looking for the second one. He jumps right up on top, and he gets taken down. That prompts XP3 to peek. Nice bait and switch there in the apartment hallways. And that is going to be WinterFox taking that first gun round. And that's a big first gun round to take, because they might get up to about 4 or 5 rounds early on in this first half.
That's a tough round to lose if you're 3-step. They had so much success initially entering that bomb site. They got the kills, and they had members advance so much towards connector, towards jungle. They had control of everything, and those 2 kills from Pitt bring them right back into the round. And with XP3 flanking, just all their players were too far away to even recover the bomb. And now XP3's got that AWP, finds the first pick and out in the mid, and he's just going to survive. He grabs an angle, but there's Lex in connector. He sprays 2 down. XP3 gets another one. Lex eventually falls, but they only lose 1. That's a nice anti-eco round from WinterFox, and no bomb plant this time for 3-step.
Yeah, so if they go for the buy again this round, it's going to be, well, there it is, a naked off from Mo. He's not even going to have armor, can't even afford any nades either, so he has no utility. The rest of them have a really solid buy behind this, but it's really going to come down to what can Mo find early in the round. Is he going to get aim punched to death because of the lack of armor? Is he going to be able to find that pick into the A-bomb site, which actually doesn't look like that's where he's going. He's going to be going over towards mid. XP3 is going to be here in window room. He's just going to be looking for a shot, and there it is. Flowstick gets aggressive. He almost doubles him, but the aim punch is too much. Lex takes him down, so that's the one-for-one trade early on in this round.
Yeah, aggressively peaked. It was a stack. It was a vertical stack. Lex up on top. But Jason R, he knows that the A defense is going to be a little bit spread thin, so he peeks up A ramp, finds a nice kill onto Pit. Now this defense is all centralized and no one can support each other. Lex is in connector, but he can't really do anything. He's stuck here. He's just got to take these battles and hope to win them. He misses his initial spray, and then Abe's going to find him, so a 4-on-2. But Anger, he's pushing up on catwalk, grabs one, can't switch over to the second one. Only XP3 is left. He's with the AWP out behind phone booth. He's going to find nothing.
Yeah, Jason R. actually had a golden opportunity to catch the side of him coming up from the A ramp towards Ticket Booth, but he doesn't actually pop the shot, and fortunately for XP3, he's going to be able to survive a little while longer, but that bomb moving in towards the B bomb site, nothing XP3 can really do here.
Ticket booth. Ticket booth. I just called it a phone booth.
It's close enough. I'm sure that most ticket booths have a phone in them.
Same shape.
It is the same shape. I'm looking right now to see if there's a phone in there, and there actually isn't, so you're way off base.
Yep, my apologies, but XP3 is going to be able to save that AWP over in these A halls, and he's going to be able to stall this timeout. There's plenty of money on the WinterFox side for them to be able to buy. But actually, not plenty. Flowsick and Lex are actually pretty low, but XP3 will be able to drop one over. Anger might be able to drop a FAMA so they can have enough rifles. But this is going to be a situation where they're going to want to reset this economy immediately, so they're going to buy up in this next round no matter what.
XP3 is in a situation right now where he must survive. This next round buy is pretty much dependent on his survival right now. If he's able to survive and drop a rifle and have that extra AWP for them, that's massive for this next round. So he is going to get away with this one. He does have the kit and the armor as well to boot, so he should be able to just drop over to a teammate one of those rifles, and there it is. That's the M4 right on over. He's got 1,300 left for a full nade set if he wants to go for it, but there it is. He picks up a Molotov, a smoke, and a flashbang. The rest of them are going to be buying up around this, and it's going to be Flowsick with a small armor from Moss to try to do something this round. But again, this is like the do-or-die round right now for WinterFox early in this first half. If they lose this, 3-Sup is right back into this, and it looks like it's just going to be a standard execute onto the A bomb site. And if they go now, there's only Pit over here to defend on top of balcony. So this is a very, very dangerous setup that they've got here on the CT side.
Yeah, relying a lot on Pit to do some work early on in these executes. They want some mid control, so they spot nothing out there. Now they can rotate back, and there's Pit.
Man.
He's just going to head into the smoke and eliminate Jason R. Not expecting that whatsoever. Now all four members coming up this ramp. Lex is going to grab the first one. No response quite yet for 3-Sup. They're getting stalled out. Completely blind coming up the ramp, and they're forced right back into it.
Yeah, and this is the big thing, is Lex just holding so well over here. Pit gets caught underneath the balcony. Lex finally goes down to Mo, so we're on a 2v3, but still not terribly difficult here for the CTs to shut this down, since they know that both of the players are over here, and they're going to take these peeks. But Flowsick goes down. There's the trade. Anger instantaneously just peeks out and trades that one, so good job from him. And it's going to be Mo versus XP3, and XP3 is going to win that battle. So there's the reset that you were talking about.
Yeah, really, really well done from WinterFox winning out that round. And it was just that first kill from Pit. All of a sudden, they didn't have to worry about any pressure from Halls. Everyone could just concentrate, lob all their grenades, all their flashbangs, you know, over the Tetris, over mountain boxes, and just blind everyone coming up that ramp. So really well done. That forces 3-Sup immediately onto a save, and that's a good stabilization early on in this defensive half.
So WinterFox looking for that 6th round on the board here. We'll see whether or not they can get it. They do throw the smoke over into window room at the beginning of the round, so that's going to cordon off one. And Lex actually takes a tremendous amount of nade damage, but the return nade is even better onto those terrorists that are encroaching on his position. Flowsick and Cat's going to be able to find 1 and 2, looking for a third pushing through. That's going to be Abe, but Pit's going to steal one away. Abe actually does take down Flowsick, so that Tech 9 doing a little bit of work this round. They're trying to push into B, but it's going to be Anger right around this pole to shut down one. It's going to be Lex from Pat and Anger from B to shut down the push. So 6-1 now. WinterFox doing a great job in the economical game right now.
Right, and ever since they gave up that second round plant, there's been no more, except for the one round that 3-Sup won. So they're doing a good job of preventing the plant, so it's only the bonus money going the way, the losing bonus going the way of 3-Sup. Mo can't have an AWP. That's a crucial piece of information that they've prevented. If they'd been able to get a plant there, Mo would have been, he could have afforded one, or someone on his team could have. So that's a good way to stall this out. Now 3 members heading over towards the B bomb site. It's going to be aggression off catwalk from Flowsick and Anger. And there is a little bit of mid-presence from 3-Sup, so there's going to be a battle here. Pop Flash goes up. Lex is going to be in connector to bail him out as well.
Yeah, a lot of mid-presence here for them, but there's the push out from underpass, and it's going to be Abe to try to take that battle, and Lex is going to win the first one and falls back intelligently, but Professor Chaos catches him before he can get around the corner. Anger is actually taking a lot of damage, but look at XP3. He's actually aggressive through B halls, down in underpass as well. They might not be ready for him to pop out in mid, and this could really, really put a kink in the think here for the terrorist side. And there's the peek, and there's the kill.
Yeah, especially because they were falling back. They had no cover whatsoever, so that op just gets free reign. Now, one member's lurked up towards mountain box. Anger hasn't spotted him quite yet. Anger's so incredibly low. Pit's over in closet. He's got to be aware of this. He's got to look up at some point, but he might just get cleaned out. He actually hears one jump over him, but he can't react fast enough, so there goes Pit. All of a sudden, this defense is looking a little bit shaky. Anger with only 16 HP has got to wait for XP3 to get over here through jungle. He crawls through the Myrtle. He's going to throw out a Molotov as well. There's one in the open, and he's not ready for it. Stuck with the nade, but there's Anger. He pounces at the right moment.
Bomb pushed into CT spawn as well, so that's a little bit of a mistake there from the 3-sub side, not going for the plant and trying to bait that last player out. But they do end up winning the round, and they get the AWP out of it as well, so that's huge for them. But it comes down to a 1v1, so it doesn't really benefit their economy too terribly much.
Well, what benefits the economy is they've done enough damage to the economy of WinterFox that they can't buy. So this is a round where 3-sub, if they don't take too many losses, they can really build things up. Professor Chaos, even on a buy, is stuck onto a Tech 9.
Yeah, so both sides in dire straits right now, but it's going to be Lex with this scout to try to fund something in mid. Nothing is going to be over there, and this is going to be a big play towards the B-bomb site, it looks like, from the terrorist side. As you can already see, Mo making his way back over towards terrorist spawn, as well as his teammate. But this push from XP3 might be able to net them a kill early on in the round. And you can find Arya falling back, but Arya is privy to it, takes him down, and he spots the second player over there. But he's down to 23 HP. Deagles from Pit finding a lot of damage here, and it's going to be Mo to try to defend him, but he takes the peek anyway and falls. Kind of risky play there.
Done a lot of damage, though. Pit's down to 2 HP, so he's essentially useless unless he finds some kind of a miraculous 1-deeg shot. But the big thing is, with a minute left in the round, WinterFox has no read now on where 3-sub is going, so they've got to find some way to rotate into position, and they are. They're actually convening in the right spot. Flow6's going to be in the ladder room. They're going to come right towards him. Anger gets smoked off, so Flow6 might have a big job to do, but he's going to get mollied back. He can't peek, so basically it's a free avenue into the B-bomb site for 3-sub.
Well, 2 of them get by. There's still another one in the top side of mid. That's Mo with the AWP, but he's going to be able to find Anger. But they're not ready for this flank. Well, never mind. Yes, they are. Jason Art, savvy to that position. He's going to be able to take down Flow6, so that is going to be that bomb site yielded flashbang up over the top. Mo misses the shot. It's on Lex to try to find this scout shot, but it's actually Pit that takes him down. And there's another nice shot from Lex, so they're making it at least expensive at this point. They're not going to win the round, but Lex doing the work necessary here with this scout to force those rebuys, and if they can keep that AWP out of the hands of the terrorist side, that's going to be massive into the next round.
Right, if Lex peeks this connector, finds Jason R with a nice shot, he could prevent it, but he's not looking the right way. Jason R is just going to tap away, salvage the AWP, but still, that's something that 3-sub did not want to happen. That was a good chance for them to build up the bank. They forced 3 rebuys or 3 drops out of the situation, so really well done from WinterFox in their eco round. Now they're going to buy up, they're going to switch into a double AWP setup. XP3's got one, Pit's got one as well. XP3 is a glass cannon. They've got FAMAS's behind it, though. That's the scary part, is those rifles are not that strong, and 0 kits across the board. Actually, 1 Lex just picks up now.
Yeah, so again, this is kind of a do-or-die round for both sides. Can WinterFox reset that economy again? And they had a golden opportunity, but Mo just pushes right on through, no fear, takes down Lex in that A-bomb site, and that really kind of opens things up. That's going to force the rotation from Anger, that bomb in mid. It could go any direction that it wants to right now. Flowstick's still on cap, but he's going to get flashed back into the ladder room. Jason R is going to capitalize on that double AWP setup and Pit's ping disadvantage. Flowstick throwing a little bit of a flub flash grenade, and Professor Chaos is going to take that peek. He intelligently falls back, but Mo, again, wreaking havoc with this AWP over in this A-bomb site.
Anger back at the ticket booth one more time. He's about to get smoked out, though, so he can't really do anything, especially with their teammates. They spot him jump up, and they trade him off. That's what I'm talking about, Mo being the aggressive operator, just coming up A-ramp, no respect. Knowing he has just a small time limit before smoke plumes to find a shot into that A site, he picks off Lex, and from there the rotations are just so difficult, especially with 2 ops. Because Pit was in connector with the op, XP3 was in window room, they're the first 2 to rotate over, and it's so hard to get into a good position. It's almost like you're retaking the A bomb site to find a good spot, and once they already spotted Mo out on the mountain boxes, XP3 just couldn't find a shot whatsoever.
Now, you might not agree with my comparison on this, but Mo, as far as North American operas are concerned, reminds me a lot of the European op style of JW, where it's just that no-fear play, pushing constantly, doesn't really care what kind of an angle he holds because he's confident that he's going to hit that shot, and that's exactly what he did in the last round, and it netted him 2 kills and the round win for his team.
Well, you were right. I'm not going to agree with you, but
that's fine.
We'll move on from there. Anger, they do get 2 kills in this round, but not enough. Anger falls there at the end, so it is going to be another round goes the way of 3-sub. They've now got themselves up towards 5.
Yeah, and that's already starting to build on a big first half here for the terrorist side, because obviously, like you said, you expected to see big CT side performances, and for WinterFox, it's just not happening right now. 3-sub getting themselves back into that money game and able to break the bank again for WinterFox, forcing that save once more. Just completely detrimental for them.
Pushing up into B halls very, very quickly. This time Mo switches things up. He was at A last time. That time he goes to try and grab the jump, but he gets smoked off immediately. The bomb is over in these B halls, and the defense Very spread out at the moment. They've had an emphasis on mid control. They've been very aggressive with it throughout this half, but this is key to note because there's a minute and 20 seconds left in the round, and there's no smokes on the CT side left. They have used everything. The only thing they have to delay any kind of a choke point push is Flowsick with that Molotov, but there's Mo. Finds that pick onto Anger, tries to make a play. Mo eliminates him, and now the B hit is a little bit on. It's just two players probing into this. Professor Chaos and Mo, and they spot one over towards Catwalk, sprays him down. That's Flowsick who falls. One more over towards Bench and Jail. And Professor Chaos just toying with them at the moment. But neither of them have found each other, and there it is. Professor Chaos out-duels XP3. Good movement, all down to just one player. That's Pitt. Nothing for him to do here.
Yeah, Arya, nice shot from the catwalk, takes him down, and it's going to be another save for WinterFox. It's going to be 3-Sub possibly taking control of this map in the very beginning of this first half. I mean, 14th round coming out. Not really the beginning, but late in the first half. 14th round coming at you guys, and it's really an opportunity for 13th round. Jesus Christ, man. Math is so hard tonight. I can't even read. It should be 7-6. I'm shutting up now.
Oh, man.
I'm having a rough time tonight.
You are having a really difficult time with it. But it is going to be a little bit of a force-up. So Pistols and Arbor, there's Mo. Nice support. Flowsick had an angle on one of his teammates, but Mo eliminates him before anything can come from it. And there's Abe. Adds in down to XP3. So all of a sudden, this defense looks so good in the first half of this first quarter of this match, and now they're just crumbling. Pitt does get one onto Abe. It's going to be a 3-on-4 situation.
Oh, nice taps from Pitt. He actually finds Arya to even things back up onto a 3v3, but there's the peek in window room. Pitt extending a little bit further than he should have there. Mo's going to be able to capitalize on that little bit of an error, and it's going to leave Lex with 11 HP, Anger with just a 5-7, so tough spot here for WinterFox to be in, but so far it's been a pretty solid eco round.
Yeah, they have they've done some good job on their eco rounds, doing some damage to 3-Sub. The issue is now Lex, he's going to get pushed out. He's going to walk out into the open, try and get under the balcony. Now he hears the footsteps, but he had to hit that shot. Just too difficult. Mo comes streaming out with the Tech 9, drops him. Free plant in a day, but they've done good damage on their eco rounds. They haven't been able to win any of the gun rounds that follow it. So they're actually, I mean, now Mo's economy has bloomed, but for the first few rounds that were won by 3-Sub, they'd kept the economy in check, just without able to actually win out any of those rounds. They're stalling out. So 3-Sub has 7 rounds now.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, that's a very, very strong terrorist side half. So if they're able to continue to capitalize and keep that money down for the last 2 rounds of this one, then that's just going to be extremely difficult for the CT side of WinterFox to recover from.
Well, here's the thing. The last time these two teams played each other on Mirage, it was an overtime win for 3-Sub, but they won 11 of their 15 rounds on the T sides in regulation. So they historically have a good T side against WinterFox, but conversely, because they forced overtime, WinterFox has an equally good T side.
Yeah, and we'll just see how that is. Mo watching for this peek on Cat Flowsick, just biding his time behind the boxes. It's XP3 that's going to take the peek, actually spots the shoulder, goes for the re-peek, and Mo capitalizes, so they actually both spotted each other. And again, that's going to be the early pick going the way of the 3-Sub side, and not looking good for WinterFox in this round. Again, it's a bye round, and they're already on the back foot.
Here comes the execute. Lex has got to come up huge, waiting for players to stream out of the smoke on balcony. It's only one that's there. 3 members just slowly walking up the A ramp, waiting for anyone to peek into the site. There it is. Pitt tries to peek. Lex grabs Jason R, but now they know exactly where both players are. And 3-Sub, they're going to get stalled out as the rotation from Anger comes in, and finally Mo finds Pitt. So they open things up just a little bit, but they're not safe. 2 members over towards stairs. That's Flowsick and Anger. They grab one. Now Anger's stuck in the open, and Arya's going to win that battle. Nice patient take from 3-Sub.
Yeah, I mean, they let that balcony player do exactly what he needed to do, just distract, while the rest of them just kind of walked up into the site for that execution. That was a beautiful play from 3-Sub, and winning all of the trade battles. Mo just annihilating that player in the back. I think it was Pitt that was back behind triple boxes, actually spammed him in the face, made him do about 3 cartwheels down into CT spawn. So nice shot there from Mo. And again, he's kind of come online because he started off this match 0-4. He's currently sitting at 12-9, so he's definitely picked up, well, make that 13-9. Nice shot on the XP3, just rips him off the map. Deleted.
This is nice work. Mo's finding him so many good advantages in these rounds, and he legs another one. That's Flowsick on Catwalk. He's been brought down so low. And finally, he grabs it through the smoke, just spamming that Tech 9 long range. Both WinterFox members stuck in the A bomb site because this defense has collapsed so quickly. They can't even rotate in the proper position. So now 3-Sub knows exactly where Anger is. If they spot Pitt as well, this is just going to force a B hit.
Yeah, and again, there it is. There's the trade. Pitt going aggressive into connector, finds Arya, but Abe is right there to back his teammate up, and the last man standing is going to be Anger over here on Catwalk, trying to find some spam through that smoke, but he can't do it just yet. And that bomb is actually rotating back out through the B halls. Well, it was, but Jason R, he's not in. He's a little impatient right there. He's going to find Anger anyhow. 9-6, though. 3-sup win their terrorist side and switch over to the CT side. Now it's going to be all about how they lay it down in this pistol round.
They're going to have a very, very good start to this T half. This is very similar to the half that they just, or the match they just had against Luminosity in terms of WinterFox, where they went, I mean, Luminosity had a great start to the match on Overpass, just like WinterFox had a great start to this match on Mirage, and then it just crumbled from there. So WinterFox, they haven't been able to get anything going recently, and they're going to have to start things out hot again. They're going to have to stabilize that economy early on, once again on the T side. They're going to have to prevent Mo from getting it hot, because once he could keep rebuying it and they kept saving it for him, we saw how much damage he could do, and he kept, revving up round to round. He was just a beast by the end of the match.
And I actually saw a couple of people in chat real quick that were saying it's Pith, not Pitt. We actually talked to him previously, and he told us that that's how he says his name, so that's what we're going with.
It's that Swedish language.
It is. It's just like, what was it? Kyer B?
Or,
yeah, how you say his name? Or Hooten?
Yeah, that one threw me off for quite some time.
That one was weird. How does he, what is it, phonetically it's spelled something completely different. Look at this aggression towards A ramp though, 3-sup already pushing down, Jason R and Mo. Huge map control for them, and it's going to be a B push coming out from the terrorist side. It's going to be Arya to try to lock this down. He's only got a handful of bullets, and he just gets swarmed on. There's the return nade though, PC. Gonna find Lex, so that's a nice little trade over there in that B-bomb site, and he's just shoulder peeking with this USP. You can't really find anything. It's going to be XP3 over here to try to shut this one down. And oh, Pitt just runs right into that headshot. Nothing he can do. And XP3's under heavy danger, but Anger coming around from the backside is able to clean up one as well as XP3 on a Mo. And it's just going to be down to Jason R to try to recover this in a 3 versus 1.
He's not going to be able to do anything. Now he's just going to fall back. Can't run through that choke point. Just going to save the armor moving forward. Nice play by Anger. Has a little bit of a very small flank that goes on. Once they start executing out of the market doorway, he jumps through the window and comes behind him just to ensure that that attack is eliminated. Arya's got to be a little bit upset with himself, but because he had a couple kills lined up as they were running through the Molotov in those B halls, he just couldn't land the right shots, and he ran out of ammo eventually before getting swarmed. So a simple B rush from WinterFox yields them the second half pistol, and that's both pistols now won by WinterFox as well.
Skitten. That was what it was. Skitten was pronounced Hooten.
It's S-K-Y-T-T-E-N or something like that.
Yeah. Sorry, that was driving me nuts. I saw somebody in chat say it, so thank you for that, chat. You're beautiful this evening. But back to the action, WinterFox pick up that second half pistol round, like you said, but they were, once they got into the gun rounds, they were so on the back foot the entire time. I mean, once that economy got broken, and it was kind of in shambles the entirety of that half. They only had the ops twice, I think, the entire half. Double up set up once. XP3 only picked it up twice, and it's just going to be another fast strat towards the B-bomb site. And you can see Arya is actually going to pick off Lex early, but he gets traded out immediately afterwards. They do have 2 more CTs over here to try to hold this down, but Jason R was so low early in the round, and Professor Chaos playing from Get Right gets snuffed out real quick.
Right, the defense there had a nice crossfire setup, actually gets the jump on him, but just they can't land the shots with only pistols. It's just those MAC-10s coming out of the window, flying. They also know exactly where Mo was. They spotted him on Catwalk earlier. There's no chance for him to escape. He's just got to hope they don't clear this corner, but he's not going to get that lucky. Flosick just jumping MAC-10s him with a little bit of a drive-by.
Yeah, not bad there from WinterFox. I mean, obviously, they capitalize as much as they possibly can as far as the economic game is concerned, and they're going to stay on an MP7 this round, do a little bit more farming. Khalil's going to go into the hands of Lex over here in the terrorist spawn, so they are going to have 4 rifles, but that SMG to boot, and it's on the back of XP3, who's kind of been neutralized throughout this matchup. He's only sitting at 8 and 8. He's at the bottom for his team, and that's a little bit of a struggle there for WinterFox, because on a map that's as ALP-friendly as this, you definitely want your ALPer to be performing.
WinterFox with a heavy B lead in these first 3 rounds. It was the pistol round, the anti-eco, and now a second anti-eco. They're sending heavy forces over here, and it's just Professor Chaos playing in the bomb site, trying to, find an angle around this pillar. But as this execute comes in, he's going to swing out. He's going to grab one. He might be able to grab a second one as well, and there's Jason R. Oh, this is a disaster for WinterFoxes so far, although XP3 in the halls. He cleans up 1 kill on the flank, and Pitt's just got to wait for his teammate to get out, but he's getting rushed from all sides, and this is very scary. Abe, what a shot. into jail. XP3 is the last one left, and he grabs 2, but he can't get the 3rd. Jason R's going to clean it up. What a beautiful swarming anti-eco, or a eco win for 3-Sup as they retake that bomb site very quickly.
Yeah, how often do you see CTs win an eco round with standard pistols? That was insane. Absolutely insane. That was 4 USP kills in a P2000. That was nuts. And Professor Chaos, I mean, he just played that so intelligently. He bides his time in the site, pushes around while his teammates got him distracted, and just catches 2 of them completely off guard, gets the side of their heads, and pops them like balloons.
Well, it was also just the rotations were so nice. So, like, no one was slowed down. They just went full running over to the bomb site because it was only Professor Chaos in there originally. He had to get 2 kills there, else they had no chance. So now they buy up in this round. Mo's got the AWP. That's going to be scary for Winter Foxes in this round. And they're just lined up for a straight-up A execute.
Mo is going to get smoked off, though, over here by stairs, so he's looking for anything and everything that he can over there by Palace, but there's the smoke wall. He's going to get completely cut off from the rest of his teammates, as well as that flash coming in, so it's really going to be on Arya. What can he do from the CT spawn ticket booth area, but he's going to get flushed back into that Molotov. Doesn't really take much damage as it was fading, but Flowstick chimes in with the first one. Actually gets a second with that M4 that he stole, but it's going to be Mo from CT try and answer back, but he can't do it. It's going to be Pitt now, dropping 2 more over there by CT spawn, and now it's all up to Professor Chaos. He can't hit the off shot. He's going to get pushed from the apartment halls. He actually got dinked through the wall, but now it's going to be Flowstick coming around the corner. Takes him down, so a solid round from Winter Fox on a fast A take. They switch up the pace.
That defense, that smoke wall just ruined everything. Arya got a little bit too aggressive over towards ticket booth, tries to come into the bomb site before his teammates on the retake are ready for it, but really that's won by Flowstick. Coming up connector, getting those 2 kills, that just crippled any opportunity that 3-Sup had to get back into the round. And also, you can see this is going to be a recurring theme in this half. If Winter Fox is going to have success, they isolate Mo with the op there. He's stuck behind his smoke. He couldn't have any impact on the round, and I talked about how much of an impact, how important he is to the success of 3-Sup. If he's going to be locked out like that in the future, they're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, very much so, and you can see already on this eco round they're having a rough go of it. They did upgrade some pistols this time. Maybe they should have stuck to the P2000s and USPs. They had better luck the last time, but this should be a 10-10 scoreline. Winter Fox should be able to equalize things here as Mo's still holding in the window room. He actually spots Anger up there on catwalk, but Flowstick's coming around from underpass. He shouldn't be able to get out of this one. Jumping out through the window, though. Ooh, Jason R should be able to get Lex down, and he does. So that's a nice little find there in the B-bomb site. But again, it's coming down to that 2 versus 1, and Mo holding from jungle with just a 5-7. He's going to get swarmed here. Flowstick coming around the corner. He can't land the shot. And now Jason R just to try to hold on to this AK for the next round.
That would be some icing on the cake, wouldn't it? But they're going to be on the hunt. They know they're going to have some money built up after this round win. They don't want him to save that gun, so they're already chasing him down, and Anger's already right behind him. Very quickly going to enter these B halls. Jason Hart's going to flash himself out. Now they definitely know exactly where he is. He's got one coming underpass as well, so he's actually going to catch Flowstick. Not prepared for that one. No reactions from him, and he's going to get a second one onto Anger. This is nicely done, and now it's just simply too expensive for them to chase him down. Pitt's going to go for it anyways, but they're losing far too many weapons just for this one gun.
There you go. Pitt does manage to find him that inadvertent shoulder peek over there. Pulls the trigger a little bit early, and Winter Fox is going to be able to capitalize. So Pitt finishes that one off. Pitt's actually 21-16 right now. I don't know if you noticed that, but he is fragging out right now on Mirage. Had a little bit of a struggle bust there on Overpass earlier, but this time he's going to be able to lock it down at that A-bomb site in the CT half, and he's come alive here in the terrorist side as well. So kudos to him playing with 120 ping, but making it happen. 140 ping, pardon me. Don't want to, give him too much credit now.
Abe is going to play close up towards A-ramp at the moment. He's going to get tucked into this corner right next to the smoke, and it's going to be another A execute from Winter Fox. It worked beautifully last time. Him and Arya are just going to combine to try and set up this defense. They're both playing on or underneath the balcony, and there's Abe with the first kill. Now they're both stuck underneath, but there's no one in Palace to molly out balcony. So Abe's going to get aggressive. He's going to find another kill into Flowstick, who's not ready for that peak. And there's Mo. Finally comes into play. The gap caused by his teammates kills Abe. What a nice round he's having so far. And he gets another one. 4 kills for Abe. Beautifully done. They upgrade some FAMASs into AK-47s, but Abe buys so much time for the teammates. That hit goes nowhere.
That was massive. That was a huge hold in the A-bomb site, and it was pretty much all on the back of Abe, who, up until this point, he's kind of been struggling a little bit. Now he's going to be up there with the frag total of Mo, right behind Jason R at 16, but again, because the last couple of rounds had been so close, Winter Fox was so low on money, and getting that round traded out right there, even after they won 2, because in the last couple of rounds, let me see, it came down to 2 players and 3 players, that they had to drop rifles, and now they're broke, so they're going to be on the save, and now it's a good opportunity for 3SUP to do a little bit of farming here and try to bolster their economy some.
Yeah, Mo boosted over, or not boosted, but jumped up on the box up here over the smoke. He's going to get a little bit blind, but no pressure into it. They're actually going to boost into the window room, but no one from 3SUP is spotting this. So actually, that's a little bit scary. XP3's got a good flank. This is just an eco, but he can do some damage with his P250. He's going to round the corner. He's going to see no defense. Now he knows there's two in the connector. He sees it from his teammate. And look at XP3 biding his time, and there it is. He misses the first couple shots. Grabs Mo, grabs a second one as well. Nice shots from XP3. Opens things up, but the defense maintains with Jason R on catwalk peeking out. Grabs one kill. Down to a 3-on-3.
Look at this, XP3 actually coming around from CT. He's going to find Arya loses the battle, but nevertheless, his teammate, actually, that was Professor Chaos, that was going on that little bit of a flank, outflank the flanker, and not able to lock that one down. So they do manage to find him, but he does a little bit of damage there onto Arya. He's down to 13 HP, so this is definitely doable here for the terrorist side, but Lex is going to get caught. Jason R finds him, and now it's down to Anger with 10 HP, and there's no chance that he should be able to win this round, and he can't.
A little bit unlucky for Lex with an AWP. He was watching out towards catwalk and connector for some time. Just the timing of it, as soon as he looks away, the peek comes in. So he falls, not able to do any more damage, but a pretty nice eco round. Could have almost turned into something there. So very nice boost by XP3 into the window, and a little bit of a misstep by 3SUP to not have anyone paying attention to it whatsoever. But this is a crucial round now for WinterFox. If they lose this, they're going to be back onto an eco for another round, and that might just give 3SUP too much of a handle on the match to come back from.
Aid posted up down here, but oh, did XP3 actually see the top of his head? I'm kind of surprised. He's going to fall back, so rightfully so. That was a little bit of a scary play at the beginning of the round. I mean, and that would have been a nice little find there for XP3 if he was able to take down Aid, but he's just going to push through the smoke, and he throws his life away. Flowsick right behind there. It's a nice headshot from that Khalil, so he's going to net himself a little bit of money and pushing through the Hall's pit. That's the second time now on opposite sides of the map that he's pushed that palace smoke and got himself a frag out of it. So that's a big find.
Mega Man appears to have a little bit of a spike in the internet.
Hello?
But either way, we're going to get right through it. Yeah, we can hear you. You were just roboting a bit. Don't worry, it happened to me last night, but either way, this A-hit is on. Flowsick trying to grab the angle from Closet. Not finding anything so far. It's Professor Chaos and Jason R, who are over here by ticket booth. They've got to hold this back as long as possible, and Mo's been dueling out up on catwalk. He's got one guy close to him, but Mo's at 2 HP. There's nothing he can do in this hit. It's got to be all these two rifles out by ticket booth. They're holding it back for now, but slowly and surely WinterFox is going to strangle in onto this defense. There's Mo responding from catwalk. They didn't clean him up, so now he's got a free shot, but XP3 grabs the angle into CT. No smoke needed if you have that up there, and Mo, he doesn't want to progress whatsoever. Knows there's not a big likely chance of them winning this round, so Professor Chaos, his only real option here is just to get away, and he is. He's going to smoke off the bomb site, salvage an AK-47, and run for his life.
Yeah, so again, that execution onto the 8 bomb site, a little too hot for 3SUP to handle, and they're going to walk away with the AWP. Lex still needs to find a rifle of some sort, and there is one over by connector, but see if he can manage to finagle his way over there and pick it up. He gets a FAMAS. There was an AK actually down by connector, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to pick that up unless he hustles over towards connector. He's not going to go over there, so he's only going to have a FAMAS going into the next round, but the economy on the CT side is still relatively sound, so they are going to be able to drop some rifles. Jason R saving that, or pardon me, Professor Chaos saving that rifle from the last round is going to be pretty beneficial for him. He's got 5750, so rifles should be getting thrown all over the place right now. He's actually going to stay on a FAMAS this round. He actually, I think, dropped an M4 over to his teammate, so that's kind of or dropped the AK to Arya.
Good guy. Good guy. Mo's going to get aggressive on towards catwalk with this AWP, and he's going to be able to grab an angle. No presence there from WinterFox quite yet. They do have one coming in underpass, and Mo, he doesn't want to sit out there too long, too far exposed to so many different angles, so he falls away just a little bit. Now he grabs it, and he's taking some fire. They know he's there, just jumping up and down. That's a dangerous game to play against Mo, so he's going to fall away. Both members survive. But full mid-control for WinterFox so far until Mo, he responds with a nice op shot. XP3 is down, and now Anger trying to return the kill. He's completely blind. That gives Mo the time he needs to rotate back. 3 members still playing over at this A bomb site, but a good advantage for 3SUP in this round.
Yeah, nice mobility from Mo right there. Mobility. Anyway, he gets himself off a cat and repositions himself into the window room because I think he probably heard Anger actually pushing up there on catwalk, but that's going to be him up into the ladder room, so this might actually be a B hit, and they're a little bit disjointed right now. Professor Chaos is going to be over here trying to hold down B by himself, so kind of a risky spot for him to be in. No backup anywhere close.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's risky that they're all rotating away from the B bomb site when the hit is going to come in here. They had no intel that Anger was up in that room, or else they might have known, and he's going to be the one to come in and clear everything out. So now it's got to be a retake. Another misstep from 3-Step. That's causing huge issues for him right now. They've got to retake this. They can't afford to just save it out.
Yeah, 4-on-4. I don't know. They're sort of gearing up here a little bit for some sort of a retake, but there you go. Anger's going to be able to find one. Oh, Pitt just annihilates both of them trying to push through the market window, and now it's going to be Mo over here in market all by himself. And Pitt, again, he is just having himself a match.
Right, but that mistake's all caused by 3-Step. When you have a man advantage like that in a 5-on-4, there's no reason to gamble over towards another bomb site. You know, just set up your default. Have 2 players over at B. You can't abandon a FAMAS like that all alone. If they had known that Anger had gotten into ladder room, if they had known that he had pushed up catwalk, they would have for sure had 2 players there. But either way, in a 5-on-4, just play your standard defense. Don't try and gamble over towards A. So trying to be a little bit too cute was 3-Step and read the situation a little bit better, and they get punished for it.
Now back onto the eco round is 3-Step and WinterFox in the driver's seat right now. And you talked about this actually in the first half, as both teams have a relatively strong T side, and right now WinterFox is actually showing that. But this aggression from the CTs, 3-Step pushing one into CT early in the round.
Yeah, and there's one kill from Pitt, just waiting for that push, and he finds it. So free kill goes his way. He does have one player coming from behind, and Jason R is going to drop Anger. Pitt's going to fall here. He has his knife out, and Abe gets a free kill again. So nicely done from 3-Step so far. They've grabbed a couple off a nice shot, and basically just Pitt not being prepared to get flanked out. Good aggression down the A ramp early on, but once again, Professor Chaos, they're largely ignoring this B bomb site. He's the only defender here. Now he's going to get a rotation coming in. That's Jason R with that deagle again. Takes some shots, and Professor Chaos spots him jumping out. He gets that kill. Nice headshot onto Flow6, so a really good shot here in a 4-on-2 to win this eco, and that would be huge. That would be a massive loss for WinterFox.
Lex already out, but he's down to 37 because of Jason R's Desert Eagle that's done so much damage to him. He does manage to pick up that kill, but XP3 gets spotted up here in Halls, and now the support is in. Now the cavalry has arrived, and this flank from B Halls is going to net them at least one more kill. Lex has got to come up huge here, and he's got 3K so far, but he's down to 14, and 8 finishes it off. That is a huge round win for 3-Step. Again, stealing another eco round away from WinterFox, and a round that they have no business winning. They had absolutely, what did they have, a Desert Eagle, a P250, and all standard pistols. That's nuts. No armor, no nades, no nothing.
Right, WinterFox, with the way this half is playing out, they're going to look at those 2 rounds if they don't end up winning this match and just be very, very upset that they blew 2 anti-ecos like that. Especially that one earlier in the half. The 3rd round was just a brutal loss to take. But this one was just, the timing of it is just poor. There's very small chance, very small window for them to recover from it. It's basically going to involve them winning this round. It has to happen. That's a good start. Flow6 takes down Abe, gets into a quick battle, and Abe commits to it. And there goes Mo. Anger drops him as well, so this defense 3-Step, they had an opportunity given to them, but now they're just collapsing.
XP3 on Cat finds Professor Chaos, and it's going to be all Aria just ripped, and it's going to be Jason R now all by his lonesome, M4 in hand, trying to find something out of nothing. And all he's going to be able to find right now is Pitt. He's getting chased out into the site. Flowsick right around the corner. He's going to spot him and actually hits the headshot. So a little bit of damage being done here from Jason R, but now he's in the hot seat. 19 HP. Anger coming on the flank from terrorist spawn. He's going to peek out, and he's got an op, actually. This is a little bit scary. He's going for those jump blocks, and he just peeks him out, takes him down. 13-13 now as the trade of rounds goes out, and that does nothing for the economy of 3-Sub.
Nothing good, at least. Mo's got 5,500, but they're going to save one more, so they're going to allow WinterFox. Well, I say allow, but they've won 2 eco rounds, basically 2 full ecos. So, let's not get ahead of ourselves. 3-Sub has proven they can win those, but WinterFox has a great opportunity to get up towards 14 despite everything they've gone through in this half, despite losing those 2 eco rounds. So, they've got to stabilize right now. That was a good round to respond and force the save. And 3-Sub next round, they're going to have everything they could possibly want. Mo's going to be able to have an AWP. They'll have rifles outside of that as well.
And again, they're going for this apartment push. They've got one player down there on T-ramp. That's going to be Pitt playing by his lonesome. Mid-control being executed here from the terrorist side. Bomb all the way back by T-spawn outside of the B halls. There's a 3-man stack from the CTs on B. So a lot of intel being gathered right now, but this is a sticky spot for Ari to be in. He might have gotten spotted there. Lex coming around from behind. He's just going to get the pincher. And there it is. Pitt and Lex, they're privy to it. They take him down. And they're at least going to get that man advantage at the beginning of this round. Anger pushed up here. Mo is going to find him, so there's the early trade. And he might get another one here on Cat as XP3 is running with his pistol out. Picks up the AK-47, might throw that over to Jason R, but he doesn't. He's just going to go for the wild peek in mid, and they've done so much damage to these guys in middle. Flowsick finishes off Jason R, but it's Abe to return, and they've got XP3 down to 24 health. Bomb is into the B bomb site, so they are going to at least get a plant out of this, but 2 AKs salvaged to CZ in the hands of Professor Chaos, and he's got body armor to work with, too. So that rotation is going to come in. They are going to go for this, because this is definitely winnable until now, when Lex doubles them. So there's that.
Another scary situation, though. And I'm sure Professor Chaos, his only plan right now should be to go salvage, wait for the bomb to explode, blow those AK-47s back onto Catwalk, and just pick one up at the end of the round. Because you can see Arya's at $1,500. He's going to need a gun dropped over to him if he doesn't want to be stuck onto a FAMAS. But Professor Chaos, he hears him coming off Catwalk. Smart evacuation by WinterFox to secure the AK-47s, prevent them from being picked up, but they lose a player. Not a huge issue. As long as he doesn't bring back that AK-47, Arya's going to be on a very light buy in this round.
Yeah, you can see he already buys up the FAMAS. Mo's going to be right back on the op, and this is where 3-Sup has to make a stand. They can't let WinterFox get any more ground right now because they'll be playing for overtime, and that's exactly the position that they were in the last time that these teams faced off on this map. I mean, you talked about it earlier, so it would be nuts to see this go into overtime once again, but a little bit of a different roster for both sides, I believe, into this matchup. So Mo with the op picking towards window. The smoke is going to come out. Actually, that smoke just did 4 damage to him. That's interesting.
He might have been trying to block it. I wasn't in his POV. He might have been trying to block it so it doesn't land into the window, but he's going to find a pit, gets aggressive in a connector, finds Flowsick. He's able to fall back, flashes things out, but there's Pit from Halls. He peeks the opportune moment to just swing out, and no one's covering it from 3-Sup. You know Mo's got to be angry about that one. Abe, though, when this smoke clears in connector, he's going to be fully exposed, so he's trying to figure out a new angle to play. And all of WinterFox is rotating back towards this A bomb site. They're about to crunch in, and Jason R has a bad read on the situation so far. A little bit wary from those late round B hits earlier in the half, and he's cheating his way that way. But Arya and Abe are going to be under a lot of pressure here.
Yes, they are, and you can see Arya, he's already fidgety underneath of the balcony. The smoke comes out onto the top side of balcony. He's going to get swarmed here in just a second, and his teammate isn't really going to have too much of a clairvoyant line of sight as he falls anyway, so it's all on Arya in a 1 versus a hell of a lot over there in that A-bomb site. Lex is going to capitalize on his lack of ability to get out of that spot, and Professor Chaos and Jason are already on the save. So this is a big round for WinterFox. They're going to be up on match point right now, and they could go 2-0 for the night.
In a really, really good spot to do it as well. That pick from Pit onto Mo is so incredibly crucial, and with Jason R cheating over towards the B bomb site, no eyes on connector, no eyes on mid, and Abe wasn't prepared for it. He's playing at the triple boxes, and he just overexposed himself. When he takes a fight, he's actually taking it from 2 different angles, and he's an easy takedown from there. So really nice hit onto that A site from WinterFox, slow playing it after getting the opening kill on the Mo. Now these last 2 members just have to save these guns. They're in good spots to do it, and they will hold on to them, but they're on map point. They've only got 2 rounds left.
And a broken economy to do it with. That's the biggest thing in their way right now is that economy has just never been up on the 3-Sup side. You saw them pick up the up a handful of times, but it's just been too little too late. He's going to be on a Mag 7 this time. They do manage to drop a FAMAS over, but not a lot of nades to work with. I mean, 2 players have at least a full nade kit here on the CT side, but I mean, that economy is just bolstered over here on the terrorist side, so they're going to have their pick of whatever they want. And again, just not to harp on it or anything, but Pitt, 29 and 22 right now, he's just having himself a hell of a match, and make that 30 as he takes down Arya in the A bomb site, and that is a great find early on in this round.
Yeah, very crucial find to make, and just puts more pressure onto this defense. So Pitt from these halls has been an animal all match. You pointed out a number of times. He's at 30 and 22 right now. This has also allowed Flowsick to get up into connector, and he's on the box. He's able to peer over the smoke towards the top of the stairs. So if Abe gets a little tricky and tries to move up and peer towards halls, he's just going to get picked off, but he's going to pop flash himself and not do anything with it. So he just tosses the flash, and now he spots one. As the smoke clears, he finds Flowsick. Nicely done from him. Here comes the A-hit. Mo's going to be close up with a shotgun. He's got to come up huge. Gets that first kill. Keeps swinging wide. Takes a shot at the second one. Can't find the kill. Gets sprayed down. It's going to be a 3-on-2. Jason R and Professor Cass have to come up huge.
And that's a lot of damage that Mo was able to do at least, so he softened them up heavily for his teammate, but Jason R just took a boatload of damage. Double molly into the site, though. Lex is going to roast. He goes down, and a little bit of chip onto Pitt. It takes him down to 23 points of health, so relatively even across the board as far as HP is concerned. XP3 is going to have to be monstrous at the close out this round for WinterFox to take this, so they're going to go ahead and swing, and XP3 gets dinked instantaneously, so it's a 2v1. Jason R, what can he do? There's not a lot. One's going to swing. Can he find XP3 in time? He's going to take the fight, and he gets the kill, so he saves it with 4 HP, comes up with the quick double in the end, and it's 15-14.
That's
big.
insane. Yeah, XP3 tries to pre-fire, it looked like, and he gave up his position because he makes his presence known down in that A ramp, and then as soon as Pitt gets that kill, he transfers himself over to the mountain boxes. So he actually had a really, really good position to win that out because Jason R had no clue where he was, but just a couple of shots too quickly, too early on, and it reveals his spot, and Jason R just wins that clutch. So a nice 1-2 to win, a huge 1-2 to keep 3-step in the game.
4 HP in the 2v1 clutch. That's absolutely monstrous for Jason R. And you got to think that kind of pumps his team up, too, because they're on the verge of defeat, and they steal the round away in a 2 versus 1 with no HP left. Now, don't get me wrong, both of the players on WinterFox are extremely low, and XP3 was probably just going, all right, I'll just trade for you if he fights you. But nevertheless, he ends up squandering it in the end. So big round there for 3-sup, and that could just shoot them right into overtime right here. So this would be massive if they're able to do this. But let's not take anything away from WinterFox because actually both teams have had an astonishing terrorist side. 9 rounds for both sides, at least on the terrorist side.
That's pretty much exactly what's happened in the first time I met when it went into overtime was just success on the T side. So both of these defense struggle a little bit. Pitt's going to be in some trouble here pretty soon. He's got 2 members pushing for him. Mo's going to lead the way with this M4. A nice pop flash completely blinds Pitt. So good start for 3-step to force overtime. No movement on the other side of the map from WinterFox. Actually, they do take mid control though. Feeling comfortable with that, progressing up catwalk now. They have everything smoked off, and Anger's going to win that duel against Jason R. Just jumps out, grabs the ankle, so it's just Professor Chaos feeling lonely once again as he had so much. That Molotov was a little late. His opponent actually runs right past it, but he gets that first kill.
Yeah, and that's big. That actually buys time for Mo to rotate. He's going to catch the side of Flowsick, finds that frag as well, and knows that one more is on catwalk, one is in the site, so they at least know where both of the remaining terrorists are. But XP3 is going to be in a 1 versus 3. We're looking at overtime, and there it is. We're going into overtime, boys and girls. 3-sup WinterFox twice in overtime on Mirage.
That's insane. Just down the stretch, the economy situations could never... Neither team was very strong with their buys whatsoever. Some of those eco rounds... That's the thing. This match could be over if WinterFox just doesn't lose 2 basically just full-blown ecos out of 3-sup. So, nice terrorists have from both teams, but that's going to be the question. In this overtime, it's going to be 3 rounds, 10k start money. Whose defense is going to stabilize? Because everyone's going to be able to afford the AWPs in this overtime.
Now, let me ask you this. How huge was Professor Chaos's play on that B-bomb site? Granted, they lost it a handful of times, but time and time again, it seemed like he was just unkillable over there at that B-bomb site for such a long time, buying his teammates so much time to rotate in and give him support, playing pretty much solo over at B the entire first half.
That first kill he got when he threw the Molotov out and repositioned, that was huge, because he didn't realize at the time that he had gotten past that Molotov. That very easily could have been a free kill for WinterFox, and that would have been a couple extra seconds they had to get the bomb planted before Mo was able to rotate over. But because he gets that kill and because he stays alive, you're exactly right. All the retates were able to come in, and they were just able to clean up that attack. But, I mean, that's the thing, though. We hadn't seen that throughout the rest of the half. He was largely alone at that B bomb site. WinterFox mostly ignored coming through those B tunnels, choosing mostly to go up catwalk. So when there was no mid presence, 3-step just kind of always assumed that there wasn't going to be a B play. So they were leaning towards that A bomb site for those executes, and that's kind of how WinterFox was able to punish him a couple times.
So again, we're going to be right back into overtime here, guys. It's going to be a fantastic match that we're seeing right now.
Robot.
Is it better now? I don't know. Moses, you were kind of a robot for me, too.
Just chill for a little bit. We're now going to go live into this overtime. Like I said, $10,000 start money, 3 rounds per half. So 3 rounds on CT, 3 rounds on the terrorist side. And you do see Mo picking up that AWP into this round. Now, couple things you'll notice out of his buy. He's got no head armor, and he only has a nade and a flashbang, so he's buying a little bit less than is possible just so he can stabilize. If they happen to lose this round, he'll be able to get another op and a solid buy with it in the next round. This is going to be some aggressive mid-play out of 3-step. Mo's grabbing the angle to support him. That smoke is going to block his vision, but Professor Cass pounces. XP3's not ready for it. A nice flashbang finds the second player of WinterFox, and he's forced down the ramp. Anger gets a kill, though. Mo also chimes in on a pit, which is a really, really good find since he's been such an animal in this match. The bomb is actually left in the T-spawn, so no committal onto a bomb site can happen yet for WinterFox. I'm not sure if they realize it quite yet. Lex is going to have to salvage that, sir. Angler's all alone. He's getting pushed over on Catwalk, and he just gets eliminated. Mo falls, but it's a 1-on-2 for Lex, and he's in T-spawn with the bomb.
Yeah, and again, just back and forth in this round. That was an insane shot that Anger hit at the top side of mid, too. He just one-tapped that player. But it's going to be Lex versus 2. Aria and Jason are trying to hang on for dear life. But Lex, over here in the A bomb site, he's got the bomb on his back, too. So he could potentially at least get a plant here and keep his team on the high as far as money is concerned through overtime. But, of course, he has no idea that there's 2 players that are overwatching mid. So he's going all the way into CT spawn to try to work his way back around in this situation. But clearing all of his angles out. Jason R still aggressive over by Chair in the top side of mid. He's got a teammate all the way down by underpass, just waiting for that push to come out. And they're just going to give him the A bomb site and go for this retake. And Lex is going to have to come up absolutely massive right now. He's got time to get himself into a decent position. Aria coming up from the connector. I don't think he got spotted, so Lex is going to be able to work all the way back into CT spawn, maybe go all the way around through connector, but he's just going to bide his time. He's got a Molotov as well that he can drop on the bomb if he so desires. But there's the smoke for the defuse. Jason R takes the peek and he wins the fight. Lex down and out, and that's going to be another round on the board for 3-sup, and that's huge because they were so unable to win rounds in the first half. They only got 6 in that second half of regulation, so picking up the first round of the T is massive.
Alrighty. Corey, can you hear me? I don't think Corey can hear me anymore. Alright, so Corey's going to try and fix a couple things, but here we are. Mo's going to have this AWP. He's brought it over towards the B bomb site. It was a little bit of a change. Taking some shots, but they're going to force him back, and Flowsick aggressively up Catwalk. Mo's got a big job to do, but he can't do it. He only grabs 1 before being traded off. 2 entries by Flowsick, and the rotations come in, but they might just be too late. Ari's invested into an auto sniper, so it would be very detrimental if he loses this gun. But he does do some damage, and he's just got to fall away now, because Abe on the rotate has been brought down severely low. He's bleeding internally, and they've just got to fall off this retake. So these 2 members are going to be forced back into a safe situation. And Arya is just going to hang on to that inside connector while Abe, he's patrolling the mid, but they are being chased out because that auto sniper would be a huge find. And actually Arya, he has nowhere to go now. They know exactly where he is. He's got to kill everyone, but he can't do it. Pitt finds that kill. Just going to be Abe heading all the way back, able to save that M4. There's going to be plenty of money in the next round to buy up their weaponry based off how they bought it, throughout this half, but that's a good win from WinterFox. Now 1-1 in this overtime going into the 3rd round.
Okay, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but your mic sounds awful.
Solid.
This time, much as we've seen all half, it's going to be Pitt moving up into the apartment. He's just going to lurk this one out. Mo's here with the angle. That could be really scary. It's going to be aggression down A-ramp, and the bomb is isolated here for WinterFox. Lex has got to be careful. Grabs the first one, but he falls immediately after. Mo also picks up Pitt in the hall, so this is looking like a really good 3-step round, but Mo not prepared for them to be up connector so quickly. One more goes his way, and Arya's going to be aggressive behind this smoke at A-ramp. They're spamming through it, not able to connect on him. He finds another one. Now he's going to have to fall back, just stay alive as long as possible. His teammates are coming into play. Jason R is at the ticket booth, able to cover from him, and WinterFox is split up. One pushing towards halls and T-spawn, and it's Anger who's on top of the stairs. He finds that kill, so WinterFox has brought this now into a 2-on-2, which is absolutely massive for him so far. They do recover the bomb as well. They have 45 seconds. They can go back to the B bomb site if they'd like. And 3-step knows this is a possibility. Professor Chaos looks like he wants to start inching back that way, but Anger is still keeping up a distraction. This is a very risky play. Anger has to stay alive as long as possible, and he's stuck in the open right now. No concept of where they are, but 3-step is being so passive, they don't have any information whatsoever. This is basically going to be a free bomb plant for Flowsick if he hurries things up, but he's just going to stall out. He's going to hide himself in the halls, and now they know Anger's here. They know exactly where he is. Oh, he gets a kill anyways. Beautifully done. But Jason R, he's got a long rotate to make over towards that B bomb site once this gets planted. That's going to chew a lot of time off the clock. Gives a lot of opportunity for Flowsick to find post-plant position, which he's going to grab into these A halls. And now this is a very dire situation for Jason R. He's got a nade and a flashbang. He doesn't have a smoke to block off the bomb to cover his defuse, and he's got to find Flowsick. He's going to clear everything. He's here, but he's going to tap the bomb, see if he can lure him out of... There's a Molotov. That just seals the deal, and Flowsick, with that headshot, ends it. So nice 2-1. So that's going to be 2-1 now in the overtime for WinterFox. Nice clutch by Flowsick to give him that advantage, and that was the T side though. Both teams had so much success on their T side. 3-SEP, they got 9 rounds on their regulation as well. So neither team really slouches on the offense. It's the defense that's got to be shored up, and it's the opportunity for WinterFox here to take one away, despite losing those critical eco rounds in the second half. They can come away with the win here, go 2-0 on the night, and that would be huge for them, despite all the adversity they've had with their pings. The answer is once again going to come back. How effective is Mo's op going to be in this half? We saw it start out very, very slow in the first half, and then towards the end of regulation on his T side, it picked up, and it was just a dominant force rolling throughout this server. So he's going to have to come out really, really strong. Once again, a very limited buy from him, although he does have head armor going up against the M4s. It's XP3 on the CT side with his own op, and they're pretty much all full bought out. Kits galore on the WinterFox side. Full nades as well, and it's 4 members of 3-SEP just setting up for an A-take. No presence whatsoever from 3-SEP across the map. So WinterFox is going to have a good idea. They go back to that standard mid-control, pit and connector, Lex in the window. It's only XP3 playing at the ticket booth with this AWP. He's playing very, very far back. He sees the smokes coming. He's going to throw a flashbang, but he's got to survive as long as possible. He jumps on top of the phone booth. He says, screw it, I'm going to be aggressive, try and find a kill, but he falls away as he gets blind. But still, he's got to try and find something because Pitt is taking a lot of damage from Halls. No kills going out either way. This is looking like a very difficult retake, although the bomb hasn't been planted yet. It's stuck over on mountain boxes. This is buying time. All the meanwhile, Professor Chaos coming up underpass. He's going to have a good flight going on. He has to have an impact into this round. Pitt, he's wary. He's aware of it, but he gets taken out anyways. Looks away at the wrong moment. Still no bomb plant. No nades left on the side of 3-SEP. No smoke, so that gives XP3 the opportunity with this AWP to wreak havoc. And it's a very tough spot for 3-SEP as this round winds down. They can't be aggressive anywhere. This AWP is now in position, and Anger's going to try and rotate and watch the flank come through jungle to support, but nothing going 3 steps away until Professor Chaos. That's a really nice peek, but there's Anger on the flank from jungle. He finds Abe, and now Lex. He's going to take the opportunity to get aggressive. Spots him out, takes the battle, and he's going to win it. So WinterFox on match point now with 2 in the second half of overtime. Muted on mobile. Alrighty. So Corey's still working on his microphone situation. But this is the round. 3-SEP now has to win 2 straight to force it into a double overtime. WinterFox still putting a lot of priority onto this oh, he gets taken out. He jumps up on a catwalk, and Arya's going to take him out. This mid-control backfires a little bit this round. Now Pitt's got to run away very quickly. Doesn't take any damage. But 3-SEP, 4 members now at the base of connector, peering up towards catwalk. That's where Anger is, and Anger's going to try and hold the line. A lot of Molotovs stream out. He hasn't taken any damage quite yet. It looks like they might have spotted him, but they're trying to boost up. But there's Anger. He finds an edge of the smoke. XP3 also grabs one over towards a ramp, so this defense holding strong. A very tough situation for 3-SEP moving forward. And Anger, he's still toying with him. Throws a Molotov underneath the window to prevent any kind of a boost play. And they've got all of these 3-SEP members just locked in. Anger still being a force to reckon with in this ladder room. And he's getting to long-range battle. Professor Chaos commits to it. He falls at the end. Now it's Lex's turn to rotate over. The bomb is down, and there's 2 members of 3-SEP left, but they're split. They can't help each other whatsoever. So it's got to be Jason R. and Professor Chaos to do some kind of work into this round. That Op's going to take a shot. XP3 misses, but he's going to play very passively. But Lex has dropped out of the window room. Now he's in mid. He's circling around Professor Chaos. It's all going to be, does he check it? He's being very, very loud, and Lex pounces at the right moment to get that kill. All on Jason R in a 1-on-3, and he can't find it. So that's going to be a second win of the evening for WinterFox as they go 2-0. And with that, we are going to go to a quick break without any kind of post-game, so we can let Mega Man try and help him fix his mic for the next game, which is going to be coming up very, very shortly. And we will be right back after this very quickly. Stick around very quickly. And if you can't stop them, if you can't find early kills in the round, you're going to be in a lot of trouble because they're not going to stop moving forward and they're just going to obliterate everything. So 3-Sup is going to be, you know, they're going to have a very, very tough time in this matchup, in my opinion, especially when they're playing the CT side. If I'm 3-Sup here, I might just start on the Terror side.
Well, we'll see what they decide to do here, as they did walk away with that knife round victory, and right now Cloud9 on the CT side to see if they decide to stay, and looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. So 3-Sup looking to at least control the pace of this matchup from the get-go and try to get their own pick of whatever they want to do, especially through this pistol round, to see if they can make something happen. But again, 0-0 coming into the pistol round, just starting this one off. Cobblestone is the map. Cloud9 CT side. Sean Garris, Skadoodle, Freakazoid, Nothing, and Shroud facing off against Arya, Abe, Mo, Jason R, and Professor Chaos. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Third matchup of the evening. And here we go, Moses.
Four members of Cloud9 over towards the B bomb site, and Freakazoid, huge plays, 2 quick kills up in the halls. That's the bomb now. The rest of 3-Sup has to go chase him down, but he's got an opportunity to get a couple more kills on the flank. Freakazoid, one tap on a Jason R. He just might have won Cloud9 this matchup because they had the wrong defense called for the strategy 3-Sup's running. And these two members, these two remaining terrorists, they are all sorts of discombobulated, nowhere to go on the map. Freakazoid, he finally gets shut down by Abe. Now they can recover the bomb, but they've got to deal with Shroud, who's pushed all the way forward, spots him out. They're blocked in now in these A-halls.
Yeah, there's really nowhere that they can go, and Shroud is going to be able to find that fadeaway headshot onto Abe, drops the bomb once again, and it's all on Professor Chaos to come around through the pit here in mid and try to find something. He's going to at least spot Skadoodle, but he fired a little bit prematurely and wasn't able to just cleanly execute him, and now he's got nothing, stuck behind the APC. But with time dwindling down and the bomb so far away, it's going to be a tall order for him to get this, and Nothing playing this extremely smart, just wasting time as much as he possibly can. Professor Chaos coming around the side. Nothing hits another ripper of a headshot. We saw him last night, I believe it was, or 2 nights ago on Cash actually have an all headshot pistol round ace, even though they lost that map.
Yeah, well, Freak just wins them that round. Just no big deal. You know, he hears himself getting surrounded, so he just gets aggressive towards those A-halls, towards middle, towards that courtyard, and just eliminates him and drops that bomb. So, I mean, the rest of the 3-Sup members have to whirl around him, but 2 of them actually try and get up into the A-bomb site, hoping they win that one-on-one and can bring the bomb immediately into the site, but that just doesn't work out like that. So Cloud9 take that pistol. Look at this buy out of him. They're going to go quickly in mid, but there's Freakazoid with the MP7. He's able to spray down 1. Gets a second one. Now he's got to switch to the pistol, but he just gets swarmed by the Tech 9 still. He's done the damage. Mo's very low. Abe's pretty low. And they know exactly where everyone is.
Yeah, nowhere to go there, but again, they're trying to push up into this bomb site, but they've got a couple players around the corner, and Shroud's not even going to let Mo get a whiff of that bomb site. He takes him down instantaneously with the MP7 or MP9, and there it is, the spray down. Sean Garris with the Mag 7, so a lot of money netted this round. 2 frags for Shroud, 2 frags for Freakazoid, and a Mag 7 kill for Sean Garris, so they're going to be sitting pretty once they get into the first gun round.
Yeah, only losing 1 player there. That's very, very well done. 3-Sup now. No investment of armor once again into this round, much like last time. So they just have some upgraded pistols and 2 flashes for Arya, so they're not going to be able to do too much. They're going to have to get into this place quickly. It might just be some pop flashes down through those double doors to get into the middle connector very quickly. The smoke is up, though. And once again, Freakazoid pushing halls. He's got an M4 this time, though. He can't lose this gun. That would be brutal. He's the only one there, and he does. He loses it, so a good chance for Jason R to salvage that and do some more damage. Shroud's going to rotate over with the Mag 7, and there's Shroud with that MP9 still causing wreaking havoc, but that M4 now forces Sean back, so a little bit of a scary situation for Cloud9.
Again, Shroud, though, in mid, holding stalwart with only 36 HP, does a significant amount of damage, but look at this aggression from Nothing. He's going to be able to find the first. He might be able to get more than 1 out of this exchange as well. Pushed all the way up into the B halls. He actually just smokes it off, so they've got no avenue of attack over here in towards this bomb site. And he's just spraying through the smoke, does pretty decent damage there on a Jason R, hits him once or twice with that FAMAS, and now Shroud is going to be there for the backup. So they're pinched again in this round. Nowhere to go.
Right, they've got to have Jason R go beast mode, find 1 kill very quickly from now and see if they can just make anything happen from it, but doesn't look likely. There's so many angles they have to clear out if they want to move forward towards the B bomb site, which is where they're going. Nothing gets spotted out. He does massive damage, though. Hasn't fallen quite yet. Hasn't got any kills, and there's one streaming out, but with the USP, Nothing, or excuse me, the P2000, he's just going to clean them all up. The last 2 fall to nothing, and once again, only 1 kill, and they even salvaged that M4. So very fortunate that that happens, but Freak getting solo aggressive could have caused huge issues.
Yeah, rightfully so. They do throw that Freakazoid over that M4, so he is going to have that with the full nade kit as well, and Skadoodle's going to be on the op, so that's another dangerous thing. Now we get to actually see how much Mo can step up his game, because he's going to be going toe-to-toe with the undisputed best opper in North America in Skadoodle, so this is going to be a pretty good test here for Mo. At least on Cobblestone, not the most op-friendly map out there, but nothing in a great position, though. He's going to find the first blood. Abe coming around from the backside, takes down Skadoodle, and this is just a clean sweep into this B-bomb site. They only lost one player, Abe on 4 HP, but the damage is done. This might actually just be a save call out of the CT side of Cloud9, but it looks like they're just going to press on, and a little bit risky here. Flashbang out over the top through double doors. That's going to find a little bit of flash onto Mo, but he actually hits a wallbang shot, and they finish things off, and that's not too shabby of a round there for 3-sub. Fast push into the B-bomb site, and 3 alive with the op.
Right, nothing gets that first kill, but he's in a position where there's nowhere for him to fall back. He's got to spray a couple down, because it's basically one and done, especially if your teammates all fall around you. And you're right, I would have liked to have seen a save call. If they were able to salvage, if they were able to just save those 2 M4s, they would have had a decent buy. They would have had this op anyways onto Skadoodle. They would have had probably 3 M4s in this round. Instead, they got 2 shotguns, an M4 to Famas, and that op on Skadoodle. So it's a very weak buy out of Cloud9 that they're going to try and stop the momentum before it can even really get started.
Yeah, 2 shotguns, a Nova and a Mag 7, and Freakazoid already taking a peek out here at long A spots 1. I believe that was Arya that he had in his line of sight right there, but with the range on that Mag 7, no way he's going to be able to pop a shot and find a kill that way, so going to patiently fall back and bide his time a little while longer. But like you said, I mean, they do have the op in Skadoodle's hands. He doesn't have armor, so this is a little bit of a tough situation for him to be in, and you can see a little bit of harassment over towards the B-bomb site. The terrorists are actually going to start filtering over here as well to join up with Abe. He's just trying to provoke something over in this area, but nothing. Holding on top. And he does have the Nova, so this is a high-risk, high-reward position that he's in. We'll see if he can get anything out of it.
The issue is to play this spot, you need to have that choke point smoked off during the execution, and there's no more smokes left on Cloud9, so that Molotov doesn't force nothing out of position, but he's going to peek once. There's a nice shot from Skadoodle. He slows things down. If he can get a second one, he can't, but there's the shotgun. Swings out. Nothing, can't get the kill. He misses 2 crucial shots, and Abe cleans him out, and that might just be the round, although Shroud, he responds with a nice headshot on the bow. That's the off down. Oh, and he spins around on drop. Grabs Jason R, brings this into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, and Sean Garris and Freakazoid already over here, and actually Freak is going to pick up that AK, so that's a nice find for them moving forward into this one. The pop flash comes around, actually does more damage to Sean Garris than it does to either of the terrorists that are trying to push in. They have yet to get in the bomb site. That nade's going to be off the mark, and pushing around the side is going to be Professor Chaos, so it's down to Freakazoid 1v2. See if he can clutch this one out as Abe sitting on 46 HP, 2 kills already on the round, and he's just going to freak. He's just going to freak right into Freakazoid. He's going to peek right into Freakazoid's crosshair and go down. Now he's going to go on the hunt for the AWP. Plenty of time on the round to find something, and there it is. So that will be a defusing. Cloud9 pick up their 4th, and that's going to do nothing but harm to the economy here for 3-sub.
Very good clutch from Freakazoid. Just being patient, waiting for that peek. He knows Arya's got to find the intel, got to try and shoulder peek something to see where Freak's coming from. So he just plays it the opposite direction. Lets Arya be the aggressor, not knowing where Freakazoid is, and he takes that kill. But I mean, that Freak bails him out of that round because nothing should have had at least 1 and maybe 2 kills with the way that he had those two terrorists looking the opposite direction. So small goof, but Freak makes up for it with a nice round. 4-1 now for Cloud9.
They are going to buy up around that bomb plant, so this is going to be an interesting round. 2 Tech 9s here for the terrorist side. It might just be another fast strat towards the B-bomb site. So you can already see them filtering on down, and Shroud's going to be able to hear a lot of footsteps coming around, and this is going to be nothing again on a shotgun, and he jump peeks right into Mo's crosshair, and he's already down and out. So 10 seconds into the round, already a man advantage here for the terrorist side of 3-sub. That's just a throwaway.
Well, nothing to... He had, in his mind, there was 0 chance that Mo had an AWP into this round with the way it played out. So
true.
He gets caught a little bit off guard by that buy, but either way, it's extremely punishing. And now Sean, he's going to have to grab this angle. The smoke is out, and Mo tries to run through it, and Skadoodle's going to be the one that finishes him off. Sean picks up a shotgun at this range. More damage being dealt by the AWP, and the shotgun hasn't got a kill. There it is, the first one, and it runs out of bullets, but still, the damage is dealt. The attack is stalled out. This is going to be an easy win from Cloud9 from here.
Shroud's going to get into his face, and he picks up the op for... Well, I thought he was going to pick up an op, but he took the AK. They were right on top of each other. I got juked. They do end up actually picking up the op, so Freakazoid's got one now. Let's see if he throws it over to Sean Garris, which I would assume would be the case. And looks like they're just going to do a little gun shuffling here. Sean Garris has the op. Double up setup on Cobblestone. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I don't mind
anchor
it.
the A-bomb site. Play 4 and B.
do some damage. I mean, Skadoodle, you have Skadoodle with it, so that's always good news. I think teams have a lot of times have gone away from a steady op over in that B site. They use it to kind of catch someone off guard, but look at Freakazoid, still solo aggression over in this A-Hall. This time he gets nothing. That nade does a ton of damage, though. 3Sup's just going to keep pushing forward. It's going to be a field day for Sean with this AWP. Picks off one, picks off two. All the assists going towards Freakazoid's nade, and he misses one. He's got one in the site. Sean's got to be careful behind him. Eventually, Professor Chaos does take him out, but no chance of a plant in this round. Nothing cleans the last two up. And are they going to salvage that up? Is that how dedicated they are to it? And they're not going to. So maybe Sean made the call. Just, I don't even want it anymore.
One and done. One round, had his fun, got 2 kills out of it with the big assist. I mean, that nade was nuts. Freakazoid dropped, what, 3 or 4 of them down about half health. So easy cleanup there for Cloud9. But you know, catch it by surprise, pick up the op, play with it for one round, and then drop it for the next round and have the M4. So not a bad call from Cloud9. They're starting to actually, a couple of players are at least starting to build up a little bit of economy. But there it is, a fast, aggressive push from Freakazoid. Catches Mo out. Skadoodle with the op is going to find Abe as well. So this is already not looking good here for the terrorist side. Professor Chaos gets dropped to 21 HP through mid double doors. And yeah, not a lot that 3Sup can do. They have no map control to work with whatsoever, and already 2 players dead. Or 2 3/4 dead.
Dude, Freak is just cracking me up right now because he's been punished many times by that solo aggression in these halls. He's done great with it a couple times, but he's just not stopping. And this is that no respect style that he's like, yeah, I know you guys know I'm gonna peak, but I'm just gonna win anyways. And that round he wins the duel. Shroud watching drop just rips off Arya's head, so it's just lying on the floor missing right now. And Freak's got a good angle towards mid, and he spots him. I think he spotted those legs. He's got a pop flash out, and he just drops it. Now he's going to swing it. They're both completely blind. It's free kills for Freakazoid. Nicely done from him.
Yeah, he was actually watching that angle from danger so long. He spotted, I think that was Professor Chaos's toes like 3 different times, and just didn't bite on it, didn't take the shot, just patiently played that, drops the flashbang, and catches both. So he gets 2 fish for the price of 1. And something to note right now, Jason R, kind of the hero of the last matchup for the 3Sup squad with a couple of nice clutches. He's 0-8 to start this one off, so very slow start for him.
Sean's going to play close up mid. Freakazoid once again being aggressive. This time they seem to know. They're sending a lot of bodies at him, and he can't get the spray down too accurately. Grabs grab run, but he falls afterwards. Sean, he's going to fall back towards danger. They have salvage an op or an AK, and if they just run by him, he's actually going to save the stairwell. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. The 4th comes for behind him, but it's too late. The damage is once again done. And now Shroud's got advanced position, and where does Arya go from here? He's got no armor. Got a little bit of utility to work with, but this round is mostly over.
Yeah, he's going to work his way back down through danger. But you said it again. I mean, Freakazoid, he keeps getting punished over there, but it doesn't matter. He's just so unrelenting holding that position. He gets 1 and done again this round, but Sean Garris is there to bail him out of a sticky situation to start that round out and gets 3-piece for it, and that's going to be the round right there. So 8-1 for Cloud9. They continue to just stack the cheddar. Look at Skadoodle now, $11,000. He's only 4-3. Because he hasn't really seen much action, but he's just going to be that high bank right now for his team. You got 11,000 on Shroud. He's only died twice. So, I mean, this is really ramping up. Now Arya is going to pick up the op along with Mo, so maybe they're feeling a little bit of a different bit of strategery here as they're going to send Professor Chaos by his lonesome over towards mid, and they've got Mo way back.
Oh, he's just looking for that push from Freakazoid. He's like, all right, if you're going to push, I'm just going to put an op on the angle.
Yeah, but this time they've got Skadoodle over there with the op, so they're switching things up a little bit on A-Halls.
Yeah, just seeing what they can find from it. Nothing gets half blind, and Abe swings out, takes that kill. He's down to 6 HP, though, but that's a good start to the round for 3Sup. 4 members halted over towards that B bomb site, but now with that kill, they're going to start falling back, rotating maybe over towards middle, make a presence towards A, because Mo hasn't made a noise, but actually, they changed that up. They're all going to come back for a B hit, and this could be a little bit dangerous. Shroud's going to get re-aggressive back towards exactly where nothing was playing, basically, trying to peer over the smoke, and Sean's here with an AWP and Chicken Coop. And even Skadoodle's going to start cheating a rotate over.
Actually, Shroud's blind spray behind that smoke baits out some shots from Arya, but nothing doing just yet. That Molotov's going to hold him back a little while longer. Abe very, very low. Arya actually took a little bit of splash damage from that. He knows that Shroud is playing in this corner. He knows that he's there, but Shroud's going to get flashed out. And now Mo is coming under fire. He's going to go down, almost lines up the double, and Arya is going to bait into a shoulder peek there from Shroud. So Shroud is just buying them so much time. Abe finally capitalizes, but Shroud taps him away. It's down to a 2v1. Sean Garris with the op. He's all the way back behind Fountain, but that bomb being dropped, and Abe with 6 HP. Not much he can do. Even though he picked up 3 kills this round, he's got to ace it to win it. That's a pretty tall order at this point with only 9 seconds left.
Right, Shroud getting back up on that box just throws 3-Sep completely off guard because he holds that B platform. So when the attack is only coming from drop, like, it's not nearly as effective. They basically just crush it. Freakazoid had a great stand out at the rock out of the first kill. That delays it just long enough for them to win out the round. So very well done from Cloud9, now up 9-1. And 3-Sep's going to have to buy here. They have the AWP on Mo, and they're going to pick up an AK-47 onto Abe, and
big round for 3-Sep.
I'm assuming Mo bought that off. Did he grab one at the end? He might have grabbed Skadoodles, because he did kill Skadoodle in the connector.
No, Professor, or who was it? Abe at the end of the round, he got out of that one alive, and he actually picked up the AWP at the end of the round.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'm just curious,
dropped
because Mo doesn't have armor, so he must have dropped an AK-47 over to somebody. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, he had to, because he's only got $250. He didn't even pick up any utility. He could have picked up a flash, but honestly, with the setup that he's running right now, it's not really even worth it. Not bad, though. They were able to at least salvage that off, but still this double scope setup here for the CT side. But Arya is going to find Shroud to open things up at the B-bomb site. Now they got to deal with nothing on the backside of this platform. Abe is actually out in front of this smoke. And there you go. Nothing doesn't realize it, but he's adjusted his aim, and Arya is going to find that frag anyway. So the B-bomb site is now open for business, and it's going to be on Sean Garris to try to lock this down from double doors with this up. He's going to get smoked off, but he's pushed out already. He's dropped the bomb carrier, so a lot of time is being wasted right now to try to grab this bomb and get it planted. They finally get it on the back of Jason R, who's still struggling in this matchup, 1-1-10. Mo is 2-9, so really having a hard time, but there you go. Abe and Mo combined barbecues Sean Garris, and there it is, a nice clean round from 3-Sep, only losing one player, and they need to really capitalize throughout the rest of this half. 9-6 would be pretty solid for 3-Sep.
That'd be nice. A little bit of a pipe dream more than likely, but this might be... Shroud has 12,000, so they're going to buy here. He drops some weapons over. They might not have an AWP. They do. Skadoodle buys up the AWP out of the field, so it's going to be another really good buy out of Cloud9. A good situation to at least reset the losing bonus. 3-Sep will more than likely be able to buy next round no matter what happens, but especially if they get a plant. But resetting the losing bonus would be absolutely big. It would be absolutely huge. And there's Skadoodle with an opening pick on Arya. They boost up into the drop. That takes him out. Now nothing. There is a member, Abe, who runs through the smoke. He gets naded down to 50, and Skadoodle is just there holding the angle. Smart mobility from the sniper of Cloud9.
Yeah, and they have no idea that nothing is still playing down underneath of that small area by Broken Wall. So Skadoodle covering his teammate flawlessly that round. And again, Mo's got this AWP. Let's see if he can do anything with it. But right now, they're kind of static. Skadoodle, again, aggressive over here. And he just rips another one onto Jason R. Just decapitates him through the little tiny plank there by drop. And again, you talked about the mobility of Skadoodle, and he's showing it this round. Gets one at drop, goes all the way back around, gets one on B plat, and gets another one at drop. And now Freakazoid's going to have a free kill on Mo. And that's going to leave it all on Professor Chaos. And just very disorganized here on 3-Sep's side.
That'll happen when Skadoodle goes on a tear like that. And that's cool to see, too, because that's been one of my criticisms of Cloud9 is Skadoodle on the CT sides at sometimes feels
too static.
Very, very static, doesn't move anywhere. So this time he gets one kill, relocates, gets another kill, and then relocates again to get a third. So that's cool to see out of Cloud9. And Professor Chaos at a 1-on-5, they haven't even dealt any damage to anyone. His only option is to save this gun. So good response from Cloud9.
Absolutely, and again, that's just going to reset that economy here on the terrorist side, because every time they get around, Cloud9 wins the subsequent round afterwards, and you can see that bank is not good on the C9 side after the last couple of rounds because they've been so close, but Professor Chaos gets hunted, nothing takes him down, so they get absolutely nothing out of this round, as it is going to be now a 10-2 scoreline. Cloud9 on top by 8 rounds coming into the 13th, and it's going to be another eco round, so they're looking at 11-2 before all's said and done. And 3-Sep, they were so strong in the eco rounds on Mirage against Winter Fox, but they haven't had any luck even on gun rounds in this one. Freakazoid top fragging 14-8. Shroud right behind him at 13-3. So they're not even getting the deaths on the boards for the Cloud9 side. It's pretty much any round that Shroud has died, it seems like 3-Sep has won.
Look at this fast B play. Yeah, fast B play. The nade deals tons of damage, and they're forced back because of that. They just say we can't even handle it. Can't handle that damage. Shroud's gonna fall out of drop. He's gonna concede that map control, but he smokes it off. So where do they have to go from here? Sean's rotated over to watch the window. He's got to be a little bit careful. Abe actually opens up on a nothing. That's a good find, but there's Sean onto Arya, Shroud onto Abe as well, so they've shut down most of this drop attack, and not a lot of places left for 3-Sep to go.
Yeah, Shroud's going to relocate himself, but Sean Garris catches another one. That's mowed down. They finally do manage to take down Sean Garris, but Freak is there for the trade. And look at the damage. Look at all of the assists. I don't think a single kill that round went unassisted. just because of all of that nade damage early on. They dropped that nade over top of drop, caught 2 players with that. A nade down long B actually caught all 3 of the remainder of the players, and that's just a complete annihilation. Like you said, it just put them at a standstill. There was nothing they could do, and now they're on that cycle of just buy until we win, because that's what they need to do. Somebody's going to quote me on an NSYNC quote.
Oh, man. You brought it up yourself. You brought that on you.
I brought it up before it even happened. Just prepare yourself. Look at that nade. I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah, this is too much damage for threes up to be taking this early in these rounds. Sean's even playing behind the smoke. That's Abe who's positioned himself on the other side of the doors, but Sean's wisely just going to fall away as the smoke disappears, waiting to see someone. Now he's going to just toss the Molotov out. And threes up is rotated back towards the B bomb site. Nothing's playing close up on the B platform. Skadoodle and Shroud are playing in drop right now, and this is where all the threes up members, it looks like they want to do a little bit of an A split. 3 members coming down drop, but Shroud's just going to find the edge of the fire, get 1 kill before being traded off, and Mo finds nothing. This is a very dangerous situation. Skadoodle's got to find a better position. He's got an AWP. He's going to get the first kill, but traded off immediately. That was a one and done spot. And Jason R also takes out Sean, so good entries into this B bomb site seems so unlikely, and Freakazoid just gets wrecked.
And that's a big round. That's a big confidence building round there for Jason R. Because, like I said, he was down at the bottom. I think he was 1-11 at one point. Now he's fought back to 5-12, so he's gotten 4-1 in the last 2 rounds. So not bad from him. But finally, Freesub gets a little bit of wind in their sails. And 11-4. I mean, that's still a tremendous half for Cloud9, but it's at least a little bit more manageable for Freesub. A pistol round victory, and they're only going to be down 11-7 at that point if they can execute the anti-eco. So they're still in a decent position right here, but this is a must-win round for Threesup if they want to have any kind of a cushion, any kind of a buffer for any mistakes throughout the second half.
Freakazoid once again in these halls, and Arya's going to take this fight. He's got the AKs trying to clear the corners. He's got no one with him, though. There's someone very close by behind him, but they're not synced up very well. Freakazoid pushes his way down towards danger. Calls Sean over as well just because he hears all the footsteps. Freak's going to peek. He dinks Arya but can't get the kill. That's going to prompt Sean to come out. And Mo's just waiting for that kind of a bait and switch. So this defense now has been very, very injured. Skadoodle in the back of this A bomb site is going to have to come up massive. And Mo with another pick on a Shroud on the rotation. Skadoodle, he's going to grab one. He's got to work with some of his magic. Jumping up on top, waiting for more players to commit, but actually, the B bomb site is there now, and he's going to find a second one. That's the head of Jason R. Mo's blind, but Skadoodle misses the shot. That could have been the key miss. And Abe's just going to clean him up.
So 4 rounds for Threesup. They did exactly what they needed to do in the last couple of rounds. It's just a shame that they couldn't capitalize earlier in the half. So, again, 11-4 your scoreline. Cloud9 well in the lead by 9, or by, I can't do math. 7 rounds. Jesus, man, I'm having a rough night. And Threesup, this is a must-win pistol round for them if they want any chance of being in this matchup, because if Cloud9 win it, you're looking at 14-4 before the first gun round, and then you just have to be flawless the entirety of the second half. So really, really tough spot for Threesup to be in right here, but this is a dire, dire round. And 2 members from Cloud9 drop. Maybe we'll get to see Stunna again. He's got the highest headshot percentage in the Pro League.
Yeah, I saw that. Off like, what, 1 kill or something like that?
He's gotten 3 kills. 3 kills in Pro League. His debut.
That's awesome. Good for Stunna. These are actually the same, Shroud and Skadoodle, the same 2 who dropped the other night on Cash. So maybe they're working with some internet issues at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be right back in the server. I just don't see this comeback as likely for Threesup. Cloud9's T side on this map is very, very scary.
Of course, they're not going to want to give away too much before the major comes out, but I think even just running default strategies, they're just going to outskill them and just run over them here.
We saw Cloud9 play on this map the other night. I forget against who it was, but actually I think it was against Winter Foxes, but they were just running these 4 or 5-man death squads and just trading so well. It's just so hard to stop them a lot of times, especially with Freak playing the way he is today. He's hitting some nice shots. That'll be a good start. And then Skadoodle with his op, once they get entries, Skadoodle can just grab angles with his op and just chill. Wait for rotations to come in, and it's easy pickings from there.
Yeah, so again, just patiently waiting for these guys to hop back in for second half to start up. We're just waiting for Skadoodle to get back in the server. So while we've got a second here, Moses, excited for the major?
I'm excited. You
get to see our brother in arms, Sadakist, again. It's been a long time since we've had his happy-go-lucky personality here on the cast. So you get to actually fly out there and cast with him over at the major, which is really, really cool. His first major debut, which is great.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Last I saw him was qualifiers for Cologne in LA. But that'll be good to see him again. I just want it to be here, man. Like I'm just like counting down the days. And I'm doing all the tedious research right now, all the statistical compiling of stats and kills and deaths and ratios. So I'm ready for that to be over.
Yeah, the Major definitely needs more ratios, that is for sure.
Always just good to have that knowledge, just ready to go when you go up on the desk and preparing for Thorin. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's right. He is going to be there for this one. It's not often that you get to say that Thorin's going to be at a Major again, but definitely looking forward to that. Some shenanigans on the analyst desk for sure.
Yeah, I've worked with him a bunch years back, and then done a couple interviews with him. I met him again at Sivoland for the first time in a couple years when I went just as a spectator. So we both talked about finding ways to work together, moving forward an event to do that, and this is the one that it's going to happen at. So I mean, this is it's a cool talent lineup. There's a lot of really cool people that I'll get a chance to talk with and meet. DDK and then Black DDK. Scoots I'll get to see again. Red Eye, who I've watched a lot over the years in all sorts of esports, so that's really cool to be able to meet him.
Henry G as well. I don't think that you've done any casting or any analysts with him.
He was at the Major. I was on some.
Was he? Okay.
Yep. He was at Cologne.
Shows you how much I pay attention to what you do. Right into the second half we go. And again, it's going to be Cloud9 with a tremendous lead into this one. 7 rounds the difference. 11-4 is your scoreline. And 3-stop, again, like we talked about, this pistol round is huge. I mean, if they want any chance of staying in this one, they have to win this. But again, just a fast strat towards B, and there's only 2 players defending here, but Jason R opens up, gets a nice headshot onto Sean Garrison. That kind of quells the attack for the time being.
Yeah, it does. That's a good early stop, so it slows everything down. But, I mean, Cloud9 stream got a drop. There's Skadoodle with the first go. Now they know the other one's at Statue. He's got to be careful, but Jason just grabs 2. He comes out in the open, and he just finds him. So a couple of nice shots from him. That might have just saved the pistol round. There's nothing with the response. He gets 2 kills all. Jason R grabs a 3rd one. He's got a verge of a 4 kill. Oh, yeah, he gets 4.
Abe! Bad manners, man. Let him go for the ace. Nice round from Jason R. But like we said in the first half, you know, he was kind of really slow to start. It's really nice to see him come up huge in that pistol round. Big 4K for him to shut down that B push. They didn't even get a whiff of the bomb site. So great job from him. Great job from 3-stop because they played that kind of at a disadvantage in that B bomb site. They weren't really set up for a B push that early in the round because they only had 2 players over there to hold that off. And Jason R just hit some really nice shots.
Well, he had to. That was his only option. He had forced from those players who came down drop. He got forced down to the open. He had to hit those shots, and he does. 2 very, very nice one-taps. Survives. Just log it up. Oh, but Shroud, he's just going to embarrass Arya real quick. Just casually stroll up with a deagle.
He did. He just walk in the park and just knocked him out real quick, and there you go. Now this push on to B is just crushing the defenses, and Skadoodle lands the headshot. It's all down to Mo with just a scout. So all of the heroics from Jason R, all for naught. And, looks like it's just going to be an easy cleanup here for Cloud9. What a nutty shot there from Shroud to open things up. See you later, Arya. You're going to be feeling that for the next 4 rounds.
Yeah, Jesus. And that's just the opening that Cloud9 needed. He swarm out into the bomb site, and they just eliminate everyone. I mean, even Skadoodle jumps off platform with the scout, and he's dealing with the aim punch, and he lines up a perfect headshot. So, 3-stop, super happy they win the pistol round, and then they just get shell-shocked by getting wrecked.
Yeah, and again, we see a quick reconnect in there. I believe that was... Who was that dropped and came back in? I think it was Sean Garris that actually did that, so... That's actually a different player than before because it was Shroud and Skadoodle, now Sean. So maybe a little bit of connectivity issues going on, but Cloud9 just going to stream in towards this B bomb site. Arya is looking for revenge for that 1 dig, but he's not going to get it. Now the 5-7 comes out, and nothing craters or dies in his own Molotov. Not really sure which one it was, but either way, he takes himself out. And now that nade's going to clean up Mo. He face plants into the wall, and it's going to be on Jason R to try to do something magical here, and they're not even going to give him the opportunity. So it's going to be 13-5 now as Cloud9 just escalates their lead by 1 more round.
That's the kind of things we're going to see in this half is just really, really fast pace. Almost feels like just rushing over and over again, but just bullying their way into that B bomb site, taking all the fights and coming out on top. So Cloud9 up 13-5. 3-stop's going to be forced into a full save. No shotguns this time. No second round buy up of armor and pistols whatsoever. They've got to save up. They've got to let Cloud9 get towards 14 and just hope they'll have the arsenal afterwards to do something about it. Cloud9 once again heavy play towards the B bomb site, and Sean, he has a back 10, he's just probing up the day, so he's gonna have a quick flank if they commit to this hit.
Yeah, that's the big thing with this stack going towards that B bomb site. Nothing's gonna drop a smoke out. He's gonna get caught a little bit, but No damage being exchanged right there. That Molotov that he actually dropped, and he's just going to come right out and drop. He does get dinked, but he just rips both of those players. Shroud's going to find one as well. Abe down and out. And this defense has just been completely annihilated. Nothing could get caught out, but Shroud's going to bait him out. Nothing finally falls, but it's Professor Chaos versus 4, and there's really nothing he can do. Skadoodle's over here by drop. He's got a Galil in hand. He's going to pop out. Professor Chaos gives up his position. Peeks out, and that's going to be another round there. Skadoodle with the M4. Going to find that frag, and I think he's had that ever since the second round of this matchup, too. So, pretty solid stuff from Cloud9. That B execution is just too hot to handle, and not much that they can do.
Sean cleared out the entire A bomb site and was like, all right, guys, all 5 are over at B, so just bring the bomb back here and plant. So the bomb goes all the way around, and Nothing just doesn't care. He comes on drop and just gets, what, 3 kills that round? He just didn't care. So he just annihilates everyone. Now we have an op on
with
Mo.
9 HP, too.
Yeah, it's a glass cannon op, and actually they're sending 4 players over towards B, but this is just Cloud9 making the right call. They sent 4 players over towards A. So it's only going to be Sean here lurking at this B bomb site, causing a distraction. Now, Professor Cass has rotated back. He's in the open at the moment. Throws a nade out towards Halls. That's going to do nothing. But him and Jason are playing this A bomb site, and they're very split up.
Yeah, and of course, Professor Chaos with only a Mag 7, so he's got to get up close on these players. He knows that there's at least one towards long, and he's just going to be looking for something over here. Nah, this is just going to be certain death. He's going to peek into the grinder. Actually, no. Freak his way down and out, and there's the peek, but he's got backup from Mo, and Mo finds a nice shot. He does get spammed down. Professor Chaos down and out, but it's a 2-for-2 trade. Now Mo in the backside of this bomb site is going to be able to find one nice dink through the wall, and Mo again holding strong, and Abe comes in for the backup collateral from Mo, and that's going to be the round for 3-sub. So nice hold in the Abe bomb site. They got the rotations right, and they were on point, and Mo cleans up 3.
Mo came up huge. That's just how these hits go for Cloud9. They seem to
He
just
almost
trade.
doubled those last 2, too.
They seem to trade early for a couple kills, and then they just all swings in Cloud9's favor, but that time Mo's there to stop it. Now he can invest into some armor as well. So that's a good advantage for him. Professor Chaos they still have 1 shotgun in play. The 3-sub economy is not that strong. But they do have the Cloud9 on the verge of being forced into an eco, breaking their economy, but back to basics. Fast B play.
Yeah, and Mo's going to try to get up here behind this, but he's not going to even have a chance to see anything through that smoke. He's going to get flashed all the way out. You can just see there's no presence in the backside of this B bomb site. It's all on Mo to try to hit these shots with these flashbangs that are just raining in. Sean burns one alive. That's Abe down and out. Now they're just going to spam through the smoke. Mo's going to be able to find one. He's moving around this site very, very well, but he falls to Skadoodle. Jason R is going to push that smoke, cleans up one, looking for another one. He's not able to line it up just yet, but it's going to be Professor Chaos, Jason R, and Arya to try to retake this against Skadoodle and Sean Garris, but there it is. Skadoodle lines them both up, takes them both. Actually, holy crap. Big round from Skadoodle. He opens things up, gets that frag onto Mo in the beginning, lines up 2, and then finishes it off in style. So nice job from Skadoodle. 17-9 now.
That was huge from Ska, because he was in red HP, and he was actually on that platform with nowhere to go. Even if he gets up and tries to relocate, he's so fully exposed, so his only options to commit to that fight. Able to spray down 2, that's huge plays. And 3-sub, they're not able to string any 2 rounds together, so you're going to see another buy at him, because they have to. Cloud9's now on 9 straight match points, shotgun, upgraded pistols, and 2 FAMASes as well. And what do they have to stop this B push now? They have nothing. They got shotgun, and actually that slows them down, that 1 shot of the Mag 7, but eventually they're just going to stop caring. PC trying to do some jumping shots, gets completely blind. The Mag 10's going to win that battle.
Arya and Abe, though, stepping up in sight, find a pair themselves. Shroud and Freak his way down and out, and that's a couple of nice finds right there, but this gap in this smoke, nothing is going to be able to see. Yeah, that's the biggest part about it right now. Sean coming right around from behind him, picks off 2, and that leaves it just on 1. 16-6 is going to be your final score, and Cloud9 looking strong on Cobblestone.
Yeah, they look good there. And that's good for them that they picked that up. They had just lost to Liquid earlier on that map earlier in the evening, so it's nice for them to go on the map at least 1-1. And once again, we had a WinterFox doubleheader. We had a 3-sub doubleheader. Now we're going to have a Cloud9 doubleheader. They're going to be our next match of the evening. That's going to be at 11 p.m. If you guys want to check out any of the stats or scores on some of these previous matches we've had tonight, download the Score eSports application through the iOS or the Google Play Store. And we're going to be bringing you that Cloud9 vs. Conquest coming up right after the break.
Kind of dropped off as far as his skill level from last season is concerned, and I've kind of noticed that it might actually have a little bit to do with that M4 change that went on, because obviously he's using the M4A4 now, and he just hasn't had the impact that he's had in the past due to it.
No, I think he's still having a fine season. I think he's still doing pretty good. I mean, nothing as mind-blowing as last season was, but I think more of it is just Cold has come in, and Cold's actually been statistically their best player since he joined this team, except for maybe Fallen at times. So I think that impact of having another player who can do a lot of damage just naturally lessens the amount of kills, the amount of stats that Fur's going to be able to run up. I don't think it's anything that bad. They just seem to, at times... They were known when they got popular. They were just known as this very aggressive team, this team who explodes upon their aggressions. And right now, in their mid rounds, they seem a little bit less decisive than normal. I think actually a lot of that has to do with Fallen now being the primary opper. He's a beast with the op, but naturally, as an opper, when you're calling, you're going to want to slow things down in the mid round because you're going to want to find some picks. So you get into that habit of ensuring these slower paced terrorist rounds.
All right, so there you go. Conquest going to start on the CT side here. Cloud9 on the Terror side. Shroud going for the double pistols, but again, it's just going to be one of those situations where we got to see what kind of a hold is Conquest going to have, because obviously they're going down through Subway right now. 3 of them actually pushing very aggressively, and they're coming up right for bathroom control. Flashbang over the top to try to blind anybody in that area, but very passive here on the CT side. They went for the B stack. So kind of a little bit of a risky play, and nothing actually just annihilates Shazam over there. Shazam, a player who is extremely skilled with pistols, and just deletes him off the map. So that's already a great opening to start this round off. And look at this. They're just playing with them right now. Pushed up towards A, rattled a couple of bullets off, got to pick at B, falling all the way back to B now, coming up from short, and this is going to be Cloud9 to just fight with only one player over there, and that's Nafly behind the pole. It's a really nice headshot. He gets gooched down, and he's going to fall here in a moment, and there it is. Skadoodle takes him down. Sean Garris finds one on the rush, and it's just Stanislaw to hold on until his teammate Daps can rotate, and this smoke in heaven is just going to cordon that area off, so it is a 3-on-2.
Yeah, Naf held off as long as he possibly could. Now smoke comes out. There's a nice kill from Daps. But the short catwalk, and Daps with the second one on a Skadoodle, trying to find cover inside the water pit, but now nothing's in a tough spot. He's being swung upon, and he's spraying away with that P250. Can't find the kill. No smokes left for the defuse. No kit picked up quite yet. It is right next to the pole. Nothing's going to be forced back. Now they've picked up the kit. They're going to have to get onto the bomb. Nothing's relocating. They should be able to hear this, and he actually spots one, but he's able to get the kill on a stand, and that should be the round over. Daps, nice shot.
Oh, never mind.
Nothing peeks out just too early. Tries to catch Daps off guard, but he gets clotheslined. So a beautiful 2-on-3 retake from Conquest.
Yeah, and a massive round there from Daps, picking up 2 from the heavens while he drops down into the water pit, gets the second one on a Skadoodle. I'm not really sure what Skadoodle was doing. Maybe there was a decoy grenade that he bit on and actually turned as Daps came down from the heavens. So that was a really, really nice retake there in a 3 versus, I think it was a 3 versus 3 or 3 versus 4 at that point. So really nice job there from Conquest to get that pistol round, and it comes on the back of a big round from Daps. So we will see Skadoodle, or actually it's going to be a buy up here from the Terror side. Skadoodle on a CZ, the rest with Tech 9s and an AK for Shroud. So they're just going to make a quick push towards the B bomb site. They've already gotten water control, so they're just trying to make their way in towards this bomb site.
Yeah, playing very, very close up behind the smoke, waiting for some kind of explode, but Cloud9, since they dropped an AK-47 to Shroud, they want that to clear. They're not going to try and come through it. They want Shroud to have the ability, the visibility to open things up, but Freakazoid's going to be the one to start, and now they know exactly where the second player is. Long range, there's the AK, completely blinded Shroud, though. He gets dropped by Stan. Nicely done, and that AK runs out of bullets. That allows Daps to get a kill, but the trades go equally, and Shazam gets dropped. He has a nade in his hand. He's not prepared. So Cloud9, they've recovered perfectly on this second round, and it's just Naf left.
Yeah, but it's definitely doable for Nafly, especially in the position that he's in. He's going to be able to push up, but that flashbang, they didn't actually catch him through the corner of that smoke, so good post positions here for Sean Garris and his teammate Nothing over here, and he's just going to barrel on in. He doesn't spot Nothing. He's hiding in the little cubby there around the corner, and nobody's showing themselves. They're playing this so smart. No kit for Naf. He's going to take the battle with Sean, and he wins it, and now Nothing in a 1 versus 1 again. He's going to go for the peek, and actually a nice headshot there. Does he have time for the defuse? It's going to be close. But I think he's actually got time for it. So Naf comes in with the 2v1 and clutches out the round. Conquest 2-0, but a scary round at that.
This is two rounds in a row. Cloud9 should have won in these late round situations. A 3-on-2 and now a 2-on-1. And Naf, beautiful shots. Those are he had to get those shots as quickly as he did, especially that one on a Nothing. So Cloud9 just come up short in 2 rounds now, and they might choose to keep the pressure up. They might just choose to buy here because they've gotten it down to 1-on-1s every single round, and they got the plant. Yep, and you see Freakazoid picks up the Galil. Shroud has another AK-47. So does Skadoodle. But no armor, and then it's just pistols for Nothing and Sean Garris. I mean, this is another buy. They want to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, and I can't really say that I blame him coming down to 1v1s in the end of both the pistol round and that clutch round at the end. Plus, those bomb plans certainly not hurting the things whatsoever, so they're just going to go for it here. And like you said, Skadoodle's on a Galil with no armor. They're just going to throw this pop flash on around through, and they're just going to barrel on in. They clear the corner properly, but Stanislaus going to be able to find one. Rush is there to back up, and finally coming through, Sean Garrison, Freakazoid are going to be able to find 2 more kills. So we're equalized here onto a 3v3, but still a lot of work left to be done for both sides in this round. You can see Nafly again smoked off at heaven. His teammates are already out behind this, and Shazam actually just trying to jump peek with this scout, trying to find anybody down there in the water pit, but that's a nice nade over the top, finds some decent damage, and Nafly from the heavens is going to find Skadoodle. It's down to Sean Garris again with the aid of Freakazoid, and let's see if they can do it here in this 2 versus 3, but Naf just sprays them both down. That wasn't even a lineup. That was just recoil control. What a monstrous couple of rounds there from Nafly, and 3-0 for Conquest.
Cloud9 now coming so close and just dropping at the end, not able to win it. And with that kind of a win out of Conquest, I imagine this is going to be a save out of Cloud9. They are buying a lot and doing economic damage through this losing bonus built up that actually I'm completely wrong, as Sean is going to call for a buy here. So Shroud has one, Sean drops an AK-47 over. Tech 9 onto Sean and nothing, and even Skadoodle has an AK-47. So another round, they're going to go for the win here.
This isn't a bad buy either. I mean, they've got a full nade kit here on nothing. They've got a pretty solid nade kit on Freakazoid. The rest have at least flashes, 1 Molotov on Sean Garris, no armor for him. But again, it's just the utility is not too terribly sparse here on the terrorist side, so this isn't a bad buy. And again, they continue to get these bomb plants, so that definitely helps bolster the economy moving in. So they're just going to keep buying until they win a round, it looks like.
Well, Stan's making a huge player now, pushes up the short sewer, so he's got a complete flank, and that's going to allow everyone to rotate back towards the A-bomb site. 4 Cloud9 members over towards the long. Shazam's going to molly him off. He's forced to be aggressive because of a molly. He's just going to spray away, and he finds one against the wall. It's traded off immediately by Cloud9, but there's a timer now. 3 members of Conquest are here already.
And they're falling back from long, and this is a big play. Stanislaw coming around, but nothing actually hears him and takes him down in 2 shots and dealt with that one very, very nicely. I'm surprised that he didn't actually hear nothing running in front of him, but he does try to chase him down, and he just can't get the kill in the long run. And now we still see a little bit of a standoff here, man advantage the way of Cloud9. But again, Rush in this advanced position, he might be able to catch out nothing. So this is just a really weird round.
Well, Rush and Naf are playing this very smart. They take bathroom control. Naf's going to win that battle against Sean. Rush wins nothing. They took that aggressive stance so they could tell if Cloud9 was falling back from long. You know, they wanted to be able to see if they could go towards stairs. Now they have him like just corralled perfectly out towards long. Their only option left is to just hit this A-bomb site, see what happens. They have 2 towards bathroom. They have Daps in the bank, so they're completely stuck in a crossfire. And Daps wins that first battle against Shroud, and now it's all over for Cloud9. Skadoodle, too much to do. 9 seconds left, and he's just going to try and fall away towards long and save his gun. Maybe see if he can force one of them to chase him down and get some economic damage of his own, but he's trapped here. And Naf just waiting for it. He's low, though, so he's not going to go after the kill. So they do bring 1 AK-47 into the next round, but Cloud9 has been stumped now in this economic duel.
And it'll be another buy. Buy until you win. Sean Garrett's just going to throw another gun over to his teammate. He picks up the Tech 9 again. He has no armor once again. The rest of his team, again, it's not a... I mean, this one's a pretty bad buy here. I mean, Shroud's got full utility, but the rest of them really don't have anything to work with, and it's just going to be another push towards the B-bomb site. So this is kind of crazy that you keep seeing this.
Yeah, this is nuts. This is Cloud9 just saying, all right, the bonus is big enough, so let's just go forward with it. Let's go for this buy. That nade's going to do massive damage, and Rush is spraying through the smoke wraps. 2 free ones and a third one up on Catwalk, so Rush gets a 4th. He's having a beast run. That's all with 1 clip of the M4. And Cloud9's getting shut out right now completely. Now they have to save.
Yeah, what a monster round from Rush. I mean, that's just absolutely massive. 3,400 plus for everybody on the team. Call it, Sean. Bye. 4 Galils and an AK? Question mark? Nope, it is going to be a save. So they finally decide to save it. It comes in the 6th round of the matchup. But again, it's just... Now they've got the AWP in Shazam's hands. Now they've got all this money stacked up here on the CT side, and they're going to go for this cheeky one-way smoke boost if Shazam can find his way up on top. And he does, so he is going to have a little bit of a line of sight over top of that. That's kind of a neat little boost there, but the push is coming towards B. Rush and Stanislaw are going to shut things down, and they do it very well. Now still up in the heaven spot is going to be Daps, who chimes in with one of his own, and it's down to Shroud, who's masterful with the deagle, but he doesn't even get an opportunity. 3-piece on the round for Stanislaw, and another shutdown at the B-bomb site. Conquest up 6-0.
Right, now the bank and the back of Conquest is just it's grown so big. So Cloud9 loses out on that economic battle. They don't want to relinquish it in those first 5 rounds or so, but once they've been defeated, that just balloons the economy of the defense. So this is huge. They can buy all the Molotovs. They have 5. They can buy all the smokes, which they have 5 of as well. And a lot of nades also. With these tight choke points in Overpass, its nades can do a lot of damage. And Nav's going to boost Shazam over the smoke right next to Bathroom, try and peer over towards Party, see what he can find, but nothing's going to be there quite yet.
Very slow here on the terrorist side, not going to give anything away. Maybe actually going to execute a little bit more of a strat than just trying to brute force their way into a site this time. But you can see very, very passive over here on the Conquest side. They don't even have barrel control. They're just going for the jump peeks off of the back of Rush. And again, it's just very methodical play here from the CT side. And Conquest, they're doing it really, really well so far in this matchup. So nice nade over the top, though, finds some serious damage onto Rush. And now you can see he's just going to panic and throw that smoke out. 55 seconds left in the round, so that's not a bad smoke to throw at this point. But that bomb over by Long A, and this is going to be Shazam's domain to try to lock it down, but I think he just got smoked out by his teammate just to choke off that point for a little while longer. Now that bomb is going to rotate back through Subway. They've got to win these battles. Nothing can't do it. He's got his teammate Freakazoid there. He finds 1, finds 2, and just like that, they've punched in the numbers at the safe and cracked it open, and now that B-bomb site is open for business.
Right, and Conquest needs to go for this. Even if it's not to win the round, they need to do some economic damage. They need to get, some kills so that Cloud9 can't build up a bank, so they can have them right on the verge of being reset economically immediately. So they're sticking around trying to find these kills, but so many smokes and choke points is basically going to make that impossible. That even prompts Sean to start lurking over. He's going to try and flank behind him when they eventually run away from this bomb site, but a good take from Cloud9 is spurred on by Freakazoid's 2 entries, and Conquest not able to find anything. Shroud even adds 1 more. Skadoodle gets 1. There's Shazam finally chiming in, but he's got to run before that bomb blows up, and he's got Sean coming behind him in that A bomb site.
Yeah, really kind of a scary position here from Sean, and with the pistol out, now he pulls out the AWP. Shazam should be able to get away with not much of a problem, but this is just him biding his time, waiting for that. It's going to be another full buy here, and Shazam holding on to that AWP is kind of crucial. He's only 2 and 3, but again, he's not going to have to invest that $47.50 into picking up the AWP again this round, so he's saving $6,000 in his back pocket right now because of that.
Also because of that much of a clean win from Cloud9 is the fact that if they lose this round, they're not immediately reset. They'll be able to have a full buy next round afterwards. So nicely handled by them. Look at the aggression. Naf comes down the stairs. He's behind the smoke. Freak gets that first kill on the Rush. They get aggressive out towards short. Him and Stanislaw trade some kills off, but it's down to a 4-on-4 very soon. And actually, Cloud9's going to make their way at a monster. That's Freak coming through. Stan grabs the first one out of nothing. Freak's going to try and nade him out, but he misses. Oh no, he grabs it out of Daps. So Daps takes that position over by Toxic Barrels, and he's the one who eats the nade damage and falls.
Yeah, but Stanislaw actually moving his way over to Toxic Barrels now just to hold up that position if there's any kind of an incursion into that B-bomb site. But right now, Sean Garris, again, he's so far ahead of his teammates, but he's been doing all of this scouting. He's cleared out bathrooms. He's cleared out Long A. He's going to boost Skadoodle up. He's going to try to get that all pick in towards that A-bomb site. Nothing doing just yet. And again, it's just Shazam over here to try to hold this one off. His teammates are really, really far away from where he's at. And Affly is in a position for a quick flank over towards bathrooms, but there's one player over here to deal with, and that's going to be Freakazoid. So still a lot of work to do in this round.
Yeah, Naf's got to read this perfectly because the defense is all split up. Shazam and A stand over towards B, and Daps is the one right in the middle, ready to swing to each bomb site very, very quickly. But if he gets the wrong read on it, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Shazam playing behind his smoke now. He's just going to try and wait for this to clear and grab a new angle that might surprise someone, but it gets re-smoked out towards Long. 2 members going to work their way up through bathrooms, and now Naf has a good timing on it. He comes up, but he gives away his position, takes some shots, and he doesn't land them. But Shazam, nobody sees him.
This is so smart.
This is played so perfectly, and he's slow playing and waiting for the plant, but he misses the shot. They know where he is, but he gets the kill with the pistol, and now the bomb can't get planted. The bomb can't get planted. All they have to do is stay alive, so Shazam misses that shot with the EWP, but he wins it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, he turned a little bit of a panic and mistake into the best possible situation there. If he would have killed him with the AWP, they might have been able to salvage the bomb and get it down. But because he whiffed with the AWP shot, he was able to switch over to the pistol, get the bomb down with 5 seconds left. No time for the plant, no time for recovery, and Conquest takes another round away out of Cloud9's grasp.
I'm amazed that Cloud9 played that so incredibly slow in the mid-round, and at 3-on-3. They just kept re-smoking Long and not really advancing on it until there was 15 seconds left. So a little bit of a mistake there, I think, in my opinion, where they're just not aggressive enough when they had all the space to be.
Yeah, Chad, he meant to miss. That was part of the plan. Then again, nice round there from Shazam, you know, biding his time. He waited behind those smokes for so long, decided to push right in and swap spots with Skadoodle, and ends up clutching it out anyway. But Shroud opens up this round. Rush already down and out, and you can see they're just trying to tempt the fate, seeing if there's any aggression over towards Bathroom. But this time, Conquest playing very, very far back, so not a lot that they can do to try to hold off any of this early round aggression.
That was a sick shot under Rush. Right over the top. Shroud grabs it. Nicely done from him. Freakazoid's going to grab one as well. Stanislaw trying to be cheeky inside the smoke over by the sandbags. But Daps is going to be close up. Doesn't get hit by a flash, but he can't connect any of the shots. Freakazoid goes on a tear this round. 3 kills for him, all down to Shazam. And he's just now rotating over. He can't even grab a good position. He's just got to save this up again.
Yeah, Freak just flexed on him hard there in that A-bomb site, in that B-bomb site. That was a massive, massive massacre over there, so... Great job there from Freakazoid cleaning it out, and this time Cloud9 is going to go on the prowl, trying to find Shazam. They know he's over in the A-bomb site. They're just trying to line up these shots, and it's going to be Sean Garris to take him down, maybe salvage the AWP as well, and he does. So, nice economical shift right there, and that might have broken, well, it's really close to breaking the money here on Conquest. They're going to have another buy. It's going to be a relatively healthy buy, but this will be the last one before they're done.
Right, Cloud9, despite trading rounds, that was the thing. The first round they won, they survived with force. They're able to rebuy after it, so they've kept that pressure on. Now moving forward, they have a pretty healthy bank built up on Freakazoid, who's got 5,500, and the rest are sitting around 3K and 4K. This is just going to be a fast B push. Rush, he's going to spam through that smoke. He gets another one. He just did that a couple rounds ago and got 2. This time he grabs 1, and he's expecting them to be faster, but Shroud responds. Rush getting a little bit too excited about those kills through the smoke, and Shroud ends the tear. But look at this flight coming in from NAF. Now they have all the intel.
Yeah, and Stanislaw actually picking up Shroud, and nothing goes back into DAP, so it's trades all over the place, and they got to deal with Stanislaw, but Shazam is going to come around with the M4 and cleans up really, really nicely there. NAF is going to find Skadoodle, as well as nothing falling to Shazam, so all around just a relatively solid round from Conquest. They're up 8-2 right now. They're doing work right now on their CT side, and Cloud9 a little bit flat-footed here on the T side. They're kind of stumped right now. They keep trying to execute into B, and they get shut down almost every single time.
This would be working if they'd won any of those clutches in the first 3 or 4 rounds that just didn't go their way. But because now that all the utility's out in the hands of Conquest, all the smokes, all the nades, like these choke points just can't be bullied early on in the round. So Conquest is able to stabilize forward into the mid-round, and they're winning it from there. There's Daps with an early kill. Nothing trades it off. And the trades this time just aren't going in Cloud9's way. Rush is there as well to back him up, but Shroud evens things out.
Yeah, and this has been so back and forth. But look at Stanislaw. He pushed all the way through, gets the rifle out in time, but Sean Garris is so close and up in his face, he just capitalizes and wins the battle. That was a great opportunity for Stanislaw to just completely shut down that push coming around from terrorist spawn and get the bomb down as well. So that would have been like added bonus. But unfortunately, just a little bit too quick in the draw, and Sean Garris capitalizes on it, so that's a little bit of a mistake there.
Conquest is so used to Cloud9 just dedicating themselves to one site, whichever site they apply pressure to early is the one they commit to, that they're trying to get these quick flanks. That time they get punished for it. Here's the scary part for Cloud9 is that Skadoodle's over towards long. He sees Skadoodle boosting up and he gets the shot onto him. Now he knows there's at least 2 in that location. He gets a second one. Nice flick over onto Sean, and he's basically just ended this round single-handedly. The only hope is that Shroud, who can grab the angle, he flashes, so he gives up where he's coming from. And Shazam's able to relocate. Now the rotation comes in. Rush coming up the stairs for a fast flank.
Yeah, and Shroud should fall here to Shazam, and he does. He goes for the shoulder peek, but Shazam too fast. 3K on the round for him, and he just stops it, ends it right there. And that's just a great hold at the A-bomb site, all solo as well. So no backup whatsoever, but with no utility left to execute onto that bomb site, Cloud9 just couldn't make it happen. And now they're going to be on the save once again. And nothing going their way in this matchup. So after a big win on Cobblestone, now they're on the back burner here on Overpass. So this is really, really scary for them.
Surprised to have seen them in that situation. All 3 go towards long. They know Shazam's playing the A-bomb site with an AWP. That's literally the one thing that could have ended them without even getting one more kill into the round. That could have prevented any kind of a plan. If they had gone bathrooms and gotten close up and into Shazam's face, that might have been the key to success. But either way, Shazam with a stellar round brings it up to 9-2. Now Conquest is on another winning streak, and he's going to add more onto his tally. He gets 1, being heavily pressured. He's got to fall back just a little bit, but grabs the angle and a second one onto Freak.
Flashbang over the top as well. That's going to hold him back a little while longer. He's going to get a 3rd kill. He is just going absolutely ham sandwich in this A-bomb site right now, and this is just another massive round from him. Teammate jumps around, P90 in hand. Stanislaw going to clean up the last 2, and that's it. 10-2 now. Cloud9 just struggling right now. Now, granted, that was an eco round, but again, just not even getting a whiff of that bomb site.
They basically got to win these last 3 rounds and give themselves a chance. If they go into the next half at 13-2, 12-3, this might just be over in Conquest's favor. So this is a scary situation for Cloud9 where, exactly, they're not able to get anything going in this entire half.
They've been on the struggle bus the whole time. And look at this, Daps and Stanislaw. They've got the money for rifles, but they're sticking to the P90s. Why the hell not? Nafly already down on short B as well as Rush. Rush does get a little bit of spam sent his way, but it's not going to be too big of a deal. And you can see this teammates already back there. They popped the door, and Sean and Shroud going to combine and drop 2. It's a 2-for-1 trade over there by Squeaky Door. But again, they've kind of sniffed out that this aggression is going to be coming towards this side, and Shroud's going to fall to Rush, and now it's down to a 3 versus 3, so everything even back up, and now the push is coming through long B, through Monster, and Freakazoid has got to hit some clutch shots right here, but that flashbang blinds them all, and Daps and Rush going to combine for 2 more, and it's all on nothing in a 1v2. All he can do right now is just hang on for dear life because they're both over B, and he's going to get spotted, and Shazam takes him down. He actually dropped the off for the AK, and they close it out. Conquest playing sensational here on Overpass.
This B bomb site has been closed since like round 4. That's when Cloud9 was trying to. They were winning some initial battles on those ecos and getting the bomb planted, but losing the clutches. But ever since then, Rush has just been an animal over there. That time it's Daps. Rush with a nice pop flash though. Got to give him credit. Throws a beautiful flash for Daps, and that allows him to mow down 2 with the P90 at that narrow choke point. So this defense is holding so strong.
Yeah, and let's not take anything away from Stanislaw, who's been very mobile in that B-bomb site as well. I mean, he's sitting at 14-9, top fragging in the server right now, the new acquisition for Conquest, and I mean, he has been an absolute monster over there in combination with Rush and Daps. I mean, that's just, it's been on lockdown since first round. I mean, it's been a couple of retakes and everything like that. The first 2 rounds, very, very close, but Rush making a big play, Nafly making a big play a couple of times, and those retakes very, very strong. They haven't even given any opportunity, and Shroud, he's going to go down to Shazam here at long, getting a little bit too aggressive for his own good.
Shazam's going to stay aggressive, and he actually pushes through the smoke like a crazy man. Tries to grab the shot, misses it, but just falls right back. Yeah, I guess. Gets a little bit blinded, and here comes the hit. It's starting to come in, but it's just an eco. Shazam gets dinked up, but he recovers in time to grab 1 more. The counter flashes are coming out. One's actually worked his way up towards Banks. Noodle gets 1, but Shazam responds perfectly, but eventually gets taken out by Sean. And now Daps is there for the cleanup. It's just nothing. He falls as well. So, more defensive stand from Conquest, and they're encroaching that 13-2 scoreline that I think is just too much for Cloud9 to recover from.
I agree, absolutely, unless they're flawless on their CT side, which is always a possibility, but again, I mean, a 13-2 scoreline would be detrimental right now to Cloud9. Even coming off of a high of, you know, just spanking 3-sup on Cobblestone, they haven't been able to do anything in this matchup. It's been Shazam and Stanislaw. Shazam at the A-bomb site, Stanislaw at the B-bomb site. The flashes, the executions, the counters, and everything from the CT side have been perfect.
Much the same for Conquest. Stan and Rush just getting aggressive over towards Monster early on with the smoke. With Cloud9, they work their outdoors. Sean and Shroud are over here. They're going to pressure up towards Sandbags.
They got spotted, though.
Yeah, there's a rotation already. Daps is over here. There's 3 members at the B bomb site, 2 over towards A. They're aggressive in bathrooms, so Naf will have a quick flank down the stairs if he chooses to.
But here's that execution, and Stanislaw again lines him up, drops the bomb carrier, and now it's a 3-on-5 already, and he throws a little bit more spam in, hits Skadoodle a couple times. Sean Garrett's trying to recover, but it's Nap and Rush to combine, and it's just Skadoodle pushing the smoke, and Stanislaw finishes it off. Huge half from Conquest. B bomb site is on lockdown.
That was just Cloud9 at the end of the half saying, we don't know what to do. Nothing's worked so far. Let's just go back towards B, see if this time we can get through it. But Conquest putting a lot of manpower towards stopping any push through Monster, constantly having it smoked off, and Cloud9 could find no success whatsoever. Really, really well done job by Rush and Stanislaw, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, I talked about I hadn't really seen Conquest here on Overpass, but I really like what I see. I mean, even through all the executions, even through the, you know, Cloud9 never did a slow strat towards the A-bomb site. The one round that they actually did a slow strat with smokes and everything, Shazam countered them perfectly, and they lost the round because they wasted too much time. And ever since then, they've shied away from that A-bomb site. They hit B 80% of the rounds in the first half. It just got completely annihilated. And when they went to the A-bomb site, Shazam's op was just absolutely monstrous every single time, getting 2 or 3 kills before getting traded off finally.
It's been a long time since I've seen Cloud9 not win very many early battles. on a map against another North American team, not CLG or Liquid. And that's the thing. Conquest neutralized their aggression early on, and they actually came out on top of those early battles, whether it's Rush spamming through smoke, whether it's Shazam getting a pick, Nafly being aggressive. They won the trade battles early on, so Cloud9 was just stumped from there.
Yeah, stumped indeed. Nothing they could do the entire time, and if Conquest win this pistol round, it's damn near as good as done. And there's no recovering from Cloud9 from that point on. I mean, they're going to have a force up in the 15 when it's 15-2, and if they lose that, they're done. They got to be flawless the remainder of the round. So this is a crucial lifeline for Cloud9. They have to be flawless here.
Flawless, and Skadoodle is hiding underneath the smoke just below Party, and
this is scary.
He hears one of. Yep, he got checked. Naf not going to be fooled. Drops Skadoodle for free. Trying to get a little cheeky. Now it's going to be a 5-on-4, and everyone's reconvening over towards the B bomb site. No one from Cloud9 has rotated. Nothing's there, but Freakazoid and Shroud shut things down early on.
And shut it down indeed, 2 apiece. Nothing Nafly can really do here in a 4 versus 1. He's just spamming through these smokes and nothing doing right now. It's just going to be a massacre at that B-bomb site, and I guess Cloud9 saying anything you guys can do, we can do too. So Sean Garris on the flank finishes it off. Nafly down and out, and finally Cloud9 with a little bit of a breath of, or at least a little bit of a sigh for the moment.
I'd be surprised if Conquest bought up here, not just because they're in such a big lead, and actually they are going to do it. They're just going to go for it. So they don't have to do this. They could just build up the economy and have a really strong buy in the 4th round, but they're going to go for it. Same kind of idea that Cloud9 had. See if they can do some economic damage. See if they can get them down low so that they can just immediately win the match off the first victory. It's going to be a fast play towards B. It's going to be Shroud and nothing. They've got a lot of work to do. Shroud's going to be the first one to swing up, but they're all coming up catwalk. They're all coming sandbags, and they run right past the defense, but nothing at Shroud. They are blind. No one's there to contest him. Everyone's looking to the left, but the defense is mounted from the right, and Conquest has just been destroyed.
Yeah, a little bit scary there at first because they were caught so off guard, but it's Freakazoid with the P90 that at least holds him at bay while his teammates recover from those flashbangs, and now it's just going to be a peek out from nothing. He drops a 3rd for the round, so he's putting a lot of bankroll in there. And again, Cloud9 survived the onslaught at that B-bomb site. So nice job from them so far on their CT side half, but we have yet to get into a gun round.
Yeah, but that investment goes to nothing. They get no kills in that round, or they got 1 kill. So not enough dealt for the investment that they put into it. Moving forward, this round is even less likely they'll get any kills. They do have a flashbang, but it's mostly Glocks on the T side. And Sean's going to hear this aggression. That pop flash does nothing. He's not blind whatsoever. He does smoke off the stairs, but they're going to come right through it. So Sean's about to have a lot of unarmored Glocks come his way, and he's got an MP9. He gets the first one. He gets the second one. Now he's spinning around from behind. He gets a 3rd. Nicely done from Sean. Ends this attack. He also knows where the remaining 2 members are.
But a dink actually goes out. It doesn't really do a lot of damage, but the return nade actually does a lot. Another dink goes out, Skadoodle, but Freakazoid is there as well, so it's going to be another 4-man stand, and Sean Garris banking a lot of money this past round as well, doing a great job.
Now we have that op onto Skadoodle. That's a good start. He can help them out very much so in these early rounds when this is what I was talking about. Conquest, Shazam's not going to have his op of his own because he invested into that second round. They had the armor and the Tech 9 that did nothing, so he's going to be forced onto an AK. So this is a good round for Skadoodle to get things started out on the right foot, although it looks like Conquest, they're going to do much the same as Cloud9. 5 players over towards B. They're going to try and bully their way into this bomb site, and we'll see how this defense stacks up.
Conquest was very strong at the B-bomb site last half, but this time it's going to be a little bit more of a spread defense here for the CTs. You can see them aggressive on long A, so they're so far away on this rotation, and they're pushing in straight up off a catwalk. Freakazoid holds with that P90, but Nafly and Rush are going to combine to drop both of the defensive players in that B-bomb site, and now the plane is on. And this is the first time that we've really seen a successful execution under the B-bomb site from either side, and it comes in the first gun round. So this is a really, really nice round from Conquest already. They've got the man advantage and the bomb plan.
It's such a difficult retake for Cloud9, and it's a good start. Nothing grabs the player in pit, but Sean on the flank gets eliminated. Now it's just Skadoodle and nothing, and they're going to be forced to save. Skadoodle can't find anything with that AWP, and there's just too much to deal with in too short a period of time. So 14th round goes to Conquest. Plenty of money in Cloud9. Skadoodle does find one here at the end, but plenty of money on the Cloud9 side to rebuy up here. They're going to have another basically full buy. Freakazoid did keep his P90. He's going to have like $8,000 in his pocket this coming round.
Let's see how close you are.
Should be like 7,800.
Oh, you already bought. Hold on, I got to do math again.
Don't even try it.
7,800. You were right. No, I did it. I did it. Look at that. He actually buys down 7,650 out of that. So a lot of money being invested into this round.
He dropped an AK-47 over to or a M4 over to a teammate, more than likely. That's why.
The good news, though, is that I successfully executed math.
I doubt you did. I bet you just told me I was right because you didn't want to have to do with it. I probably was wrong.
Come on, man. Unlikely miss from Skadoodle, actually going to allow them to encroach onto Sean Garrison. He gets dropped immediately in this round. So now Skadoodle's got a lot of work ahead of him. He's got a couple players that have already gone by him in bathroom. So this position that he's in is kind of useless. He gets blinded, and Daps is going to try to take advantage of that, capitalize on it, baits out another shot, and just waits for the peak. He gets the headshot onto Skadoodle, and now that A bomb site is just open for business. This is just an annihilation conquest out on a mission right now.
Yeah, and Shroud just gets spammed through the smoke. Nothing that they can do that round. They get completely isolated. That first kill, once again, towards bathroom, goes the way of Conquest, and Skadoodle, nothing to do with that AWP. He didn't know if long was clear, so he didn't want to try and, evacuate that direction, so he just tries to take the battle, and Daps outplays him. So this is a great T-half as well from Conquest after losing those first three. They're on a run on these gun rounds, and 2 shotguns come out, 5.7 and a P250 on a Shroud and Freakazoid, and then Skadoodles have as an AWP. That's their only really solid weaponry in this round.
Yeah, and again, the pressure being put on Shazam salvages the op from last round. That's a big find that they were able to get on his back for this one. So Nate around the corner does a little bit of damage to Sean Garris. They're stacked up here, nothing with a Mag 7. Sean Garris with a Mag 7, both playing down underneath the stairway. And see if they can find anything. But those smokes are going to kind of alert Shazam that, hey, there might be somebody over here in party or playing aggressively over by stairs. And that's exactly where Skadoodle is with the AWP at the beginning of this round. So very, very difficult for them to be able to execute anything right now with that onward position, that forward position from Skadoodle. But he already hightailing it back into that bomb site. And there's 4 players over at the long halls in A just trying to execute in here. And this is Skadoodle just giving the site for free.
The worst part of this situation for Cloud9 is that Skadoodle with the AWP, he probably feels like he has to do something for them to win this round. He feels like he has to make a play, so he's been aggressive this whole round, hasn't found anything, but now he knows they're executing out towards long. He's grabbed the angle, misses the first shot though. Now they know where he is, and this is going to be very difficult for Cloud9 from here.
Yeah, but it looks like he should be able to line something up, but no, Stannis Law just annihilates him. He is having one hell of a match here, and that is going to be that A-bomb site open for business. No Mag 7 kill for nothing, but Sean Garrison Freakazoid coming on the flank. 3 kills for Freak and 2 for Sean, and they somehow managed to recover and shut that down.
Freak made a beautiful pop flash for himself over towards Bank, coming out with a 5-7, gets 3 kills with 1 clip, so nicely done from him. They, stave off death just a little bit longer. And they even recover the AWP.
Yeah, that's a big find, but uncharacteristic of Skadoodle, he's not hitting his shots. He's been missing a lot of really crucial AWP shots to open up these rounds for C9, so maybe feeling a little bit off tonight, which is not normal for him. Normally, I mean, even on Cobblestone, he was a little bit... I don't want to say underperforming, but it was a little underwhelming watching him play, and now the push is coming up. They're already through the smoke. Stanislav's going to go down. The spam is coming through. And these players are just going to turtle up behind this smoke by Sandbags for a second longer while Daps is pushing out through long, and he actually catches Shroud before he burns in the Molotov. Freak answers back, but it's going to be a 3-on-3 and make that a 2-on-3 as Daps, he's not done yet, finds another kill, and they got to be careful because Shazam could push up onto the sidewalk here by Pitt and find a kill, but it's going to be Nap over here to try to make something happen, and he does just that. It's down to Sean Garris. Last man standing, 1v3. This is as good as over. Conquest is going to win this 16-6 unless Sean Garris can do something absolutely magical in this 3v1 retake, and he's already got Daps in this forward position, who throws away his life, but now they know.
He's going to try and make this retake happen, but can't find anything quite yet to deal with. He gets that one in Water Pit, so it's down to 1-on-1. Shazam, the only one remaining, and he's actually going to be aggressive, not let Sean do anything in terms of nades, and he's going to clean things out. So another nice match from Conquest. We talked about before this started that we thought it would be closer than most people expected, but I don't think anyone expected that kind of a win over Cloud9. But Conquest they started off the season 1-5, and they've now won 6 straight. So they're making a really, really good bid in the middle portion of this half to get into that top 4. Actually, that win puts them in the top 4. It's now Liquid in first, Cloud9 in second, Complexity in third, Conquest in fourth, CLG's in fifth, 3 subs in sixth, and Luminosity's down surprisingly in seventh.
Yeah, so really, really nice recovery for their season thus far, and if they can continue to push forward, we might actually see them over at the ESL ESEA Pro League LAN here in a few weeks. So that's going to be absolutely massive for them moving things forward. So I'm really, really excited to see how they continue on this season, because it seems like the small roster change that they made with Rick's departing and Stanislaw coming in is definitely paying off for them in a very big way. I mean, obviously that was a huge win for them.
Yeah, really, really well done. And with that, if you guys want to refresh yourselves on the scores of all evening or check out our schedule for tomorrow night, make sure you download the Score Esports app off the iOS store or the Google Play Store. Give you all the info of when some of our Pro League matches are going to be coming up and has some really cool in-depth statistics on it. But that match is going to end our evening here at Pro League, and we will be back tomorrow night. But thank you guys all for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, you guys have a fantastic evening, and we will see you guys again, I believe, tomorrow night for some more Pro League matchups. And that'll also be the evening that we bid Moses adieu as he makes his journey over for the next major over in Cluj. So good luck to you, my friend, as you're going to be casting with Blue tomorrow night. And we'll see you in a week or so.
See you on the flip side.
Yeah, so see you guys later. Have a fantastic night. That's going to be it for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.